Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show, everybody. We're going to get started right about now. Hey, Jaybird. Are you ready to start the show?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
All right, let's start the show. Here we go.
Scratch that itch and slap that bitch. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
Red skin.
That is some weird, wild stuff. That is funny. I did not know that.
Dropping drawers and stabbing whores on the Kevin Holly Show.
And I gotta say, he has balls. This man has balls. He's laying them out there for us to see.
That's like it sounds like our first date kit.
Ever shared a lustful evening with a Muslim woman?
We're dropping drawers and stabbing whores. It's the Kevin Holly Show.
Black Betty, bam lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb, she really gets me high.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Welcome, everybody, to the Kevin Holly Show. I'm super excited about tonight. I don't know where to begin. Yes, I do. I know where to begin. I'll begin with the man right in front of me. The man, the myth, the legend. My man, my guy. Mr. Jaybird. What's up, Jaybird?
What's up, Kalo? Doing good tonight, man. Feeling all right.
Good. And kitty corner. To your left, to your right, I don't know. Over there somewhere. We got Pops in the house. What's up, Pops?
Same old.
Same old.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to say something?
I was just asking how you doing, man. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Man, I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We got a lot in store tonight. It is episode 82. It is, March 5th. Is that right? Is it the 5th? What the hell day is it today?
You want me to start it off?
Yeah, please, Pops.
with a story about a moral?
There's, morals on the Kevin Holly Show?
A moral. You know, there's a moral to that happening.
Yeah, please.
This teacher challenged her kids. They were in about the 3rd or 4th grade, I guess. She challenged them to get up in front of the class and tell a story with a moral. So little Susie gets up there and she says, well, I was in a grocery store with my mom, and I was pushing the basket, and we had a thing of milk on it, and I made a mistake, and I bumped the thing into the counter, and the milk fell and broke, and I started crying. And she says, the moral of that is, my mom told me, never cry over spilled milk. So and she gets up there, and she says, well, my story is kind of the same. I was in a supermarket with my mother, and we each had a laundry cart, and I was pushing it. She had a thing of eggs on her cart. Her cart was pretty full. She told me to get a thing of eggs, so I went and got a thing of eggs, and I set them up on the cart, on her cart, and accidentally I must not have done a good job because both of the cartons fell off and all the eggs broke. And my mother said, the moral of that story is never put all your eggs in one basket. Well, that's good. So little Kevin, he gets up there and he says, well, my story's a little different. He says, my dad was in Vietnam. He said he thought he had the whole day off. So around noon he started drinking. 8 o'clock at night he had drank over a quart, maybe a quart and a half of Jack Daniels. And he got a call and he had to go out in the front line foxhole. And he didn't think he was have to, but his captain told him, get out there and relieve that guy. So he crawled out there and he gets in the foxhole. He's in there for 2 or 3 hours. He's awake, but kind of tired. All of a sudden, Vet Cong jumped into the foxhole with him. He says, my dad took his bayonet and stabbed it through the heart of one of the Viet Cong, killing him. And he took his bare hands and he put it around the other one's neck and he choked him to death.
Jesus, Pops.
And he's standing there. So, what's the moral to your story? Kevin says, don't fuck with my old man when he's been drinking.
Hey! Well, thanks for starting it off right, Pops. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to us on Spreaker live right now, we do have a chat room available. Hit us up in the chat room. Unfortunately, I don't think that Glick's going to be in the chat room tonight. He may or may not be listening. I think he had something to do with his family tonight.
Really?
Yeah, so we might not have our search engine tonight. But Kathy's in there, Jay's in there, I'm in there, and we'll see who else shows up. That'll be fun. Also, you can call on the show tonight, 727-237-6010. Hotline will be open for the first and third hour. Second hour, we do have a guest, a special guest tonight, a very beautiful, talented actress named Lisa London, and she will be calling in. Check out our Twitter at Kevin Holly Show 4. That's the number 4. I did tweet a picture of her out earlier, and you can check her out. Very, very cool actress. I can't wait to talk to her. And she was in a movie in 1978 called HOTS, H-O-T-S. And that's kind of like one of those like Animal House type movies back in the day, So we'll talk to her a little bit about that.
Did she show some boobies?
I believe she did, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like make her not want to call in.
I love boobies.
Yeah, I love boobies too. So we'll talk about boobies later on. Let's talk about boobies right now, Jay.
I love boobies. I love all boobies. Little boobies, big boobies. Fat boobies, round boobies.
Yeah, little tiny boobies, giant
big
boobies.
areolas, big nips, small nips,
sure.
Small areolas.
The kind you can dial a phone with,
Anything.
Sure.
Like windshield wiper with.
That would have been so much better on Periscope. I'm telling you right now, if you could have just saw that.
Pops was just going back and forth, like almost like a motorboat. Pops, can you do a motorboat
wiper?
Yeah. Pops, can you do a motorboat for us?
Motorboat's like a new thing, dude. Back in Pop's day, there weren't motorboats, so it was just windshield wipers.
Do you know what?
Oars.
There's no motors back then. I don't think the girls would appreciate you slapping their boobies with oars. It's when you put your face in the cleavage, Pops, and you go like a motorboat, Anyway.
You ever done that?
Have I ever done that?
Yeah.
I do.
Hey, Glick is in the house, so just whatever.
Oh,
good. Now we're whole.
Now we're whole.
We're one big happy family right now.
Big hole. That's awesome. Anyway, Pops.
So, Glick, did you leave your family tonight just to listen to the show, or what? Did you send them out to their event without you?
Lonesomely. I wonder if Glick...
Lady Glick probably was like, I'm not taking you. You stay home. And he was like, no, really, I want to go. She's like, no, you're staying home. He's like, okay, I'll stay home.
Dude, right now they're at like the opera, and he's playing it in one earbud. Oh, that's great, dude.
We'll have Kevin sing Figaro for him later on.
I could do that, of course.
You're Italian.
I am Italian. What's that?
What the hell is this? Sitting in my station over
Do that
here.
by the mic again.
I'm going to bring that home for dinner.
Do it. That actually came here the one week when Lori B sat in. It was just me and Lori B. Like episode 66, or I think it was episode 69, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I probably wasn't.
She brought in both Chihuahuas, and that's one of the toys that she brought for them to play with.
Nice.
And it was under the table here. So
Weezy will bite this up in like 2 bites right here. It'll be done in 2 bites.
Yeah, probably. and then she'll poop it out. And
one time, me and Camden were out at the mall. I forget what we were getting, a phone case for him. So we walked in Spencer's, and they had like this whole aisle of like toys, and one of them just happened to be like a huge dick, squeaky toy dick, and we bought it for dinner. My son's dog, my son's girlfriend's dog, he loved the shit out of that dick, man. He chewed on it.
Did you say you bought dick for dinner?
I bought dick for dinner, dude.
That's amazing, dude.
He chewed on that thing. He would squeak it up. And then, I mean, he did it for like, God, he had that for like 2 or 3 days before Wheezy got a hold of it and ripped a hole right in the balls, and it wouldn't squeak anymore.
Do you realize what you just did, Jay?
What?
We're going to have to listen to Kevin's parody punk or whatever it is he does with a Dick for Dinner deal.
Dick for Dinner deal. That's the perfect name for the song right there.
Can you imagine what he'll do with that one?
I mean, we have to explain to our listening audience that the dog's name is actually Dinner, which I think is ridiculous, but I'm not going to make fun of anybody's dogs at Jay's house anymore because I've been bit there 3 times now. I have. I've been attacked by Myrtle, broke my my orbital bone around my eye. Dinner bit me in the back of my calf and took a chunk of skin off. I have a scar still. I don't know if your homeowner's insurance will cover that or not. I'm still waiting to hear back from my
How could he have homeowner's insurance? He's a tenant, man.
He's got renter's insurance, maybe? Dog insurance? Dog bite insurance?
No, you're out of luck, dude.
Well, no, you're fucked, man. That Proto-J is mine. I'll take it.
I'd blow it up before I gave it to you, dude. I'm telling you right now. I would start that thing on fire. I'd be like, oh, you're on the way over for the Protege?
Speaking of fire, let's get right into it. You ready? Here we go.
It's time for the Kevin Holly Show News, featuring Jay, Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Kevin Holly, where you'll hear more about news, a little bit more information about what's in the news, and what's new with the news on the Kevin Holly Show.
All right, I have no problem with that, but who's this homeless Chuck guy you speak of?
He's not here. Yeah, he's homeless, so I don't know where he is. But once again, homeless Chuck, not
This is like, what, 3 or 4 weeks straight?
Yeah. He'll probably call in and talk endlessly. It'll be awesome. We'll see. But yeah, homeless Chuck not here tonight. Out there being homeless somewhere. But,
he got attacked by dogs last night, actually. It's probably a pretty good story.
Really? Did he?
Yeah.
Awesome. Is that why his lawnmower broke?
I don't know about that. I think he tried to run the dogs over with a lawnmower. It might have something to do with it.
I believe that. Did he buy a dick for dinner?
No, but he had dick for dinner.
Oh, dude. So, I read a story locally here in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Just hop, skip, and a jump in about 15 minutes in a car from the Dump Tower here in Newport Richey, where we do broadcast in the Kevin Holly Studios here, on the Sponge Docks, where I used to work for the Dolphin Boat, and in a beautiful restaurant that I won't name, that we all love and cherish, and is like family to us.
That I still work in.
Correct. And apparently there was a fire that happened down there. Jaybird, were you working that night?
No, well, I worked that day, but not that night.
Did you start that fire?
No, because it was at like 10:30 at night. I left by like 6 o'clock that day.
Now, what I understand is it was like a small apartment above one of the gift shops on Dodecanese Avenue, which is right there smack dab in the middle of the Sponge Docks.
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
Yeah, and there's also a restaurant next door, and 2 doors down is another restaurant, right?
Yep.
And you work at both of those restaurants from time to time?
Not lately. I just work at the one anymore. Stop managing at the one, so.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, from what I understand, people from the restaurant that you work at actually are responsible for saving the lives of the people that were upstairs in that apartment.
Pretty much, man. They actually had the fire out before, and it was funny because one of them is he's like the head Mexican in charge. I call him the HMIC. One of them was a Greek cook who's getting ready to go into the army. Great guy. And then a Spanish guy who I just call him Mexican, even though he's from Spain. I just still call him Mexican. And there was another one there, but I think he was just kind of like a cheerleader. And the one got hurt, man. The one guy got hurt. He actually
hurt his hand or something?
Yeah, he got a bunch of stitches on one of his arms. I think he's just looking for a paycheck, dude. I think it was like a WWE move where he came in and he was like, andale, freaking bad. And then he cut himself a bunch of times. He's like, I need a check.
I don't think so. I mean, from what I read, they were the two people, like, it was one of Cook and one of the hosts, I believe, or something like that. They grabbed a ladder and like put it on.
Oh yeah, Nick was there too.
Yeah, and they like ran and saved the people, climbed on the ladder.
Yeah.
Before the fire department got there. Now, I saw pictures, and there was like, 3 fire trucks, an ambulance, like 5 cops, a whole block was shut down, I wonder how that affected business that night.
It was 10:30 at night. I'm sure it didn't.
Was it that late?
Yeah, it was late.
I should have done my research on that.
What's funny is I came to work. I got up. Oh, there's so many things that's funny about this. Number one, the general manager of the restaurant, who's a great guy, good guy, man. I love him. But he was the one that was on the news in the morning when I was watching it.
He's always on the news when something goes down.
I know, right?
I do love that guy too. Man.
I knew
one of my favorite people
there
in the
was
world.
no way that he was there that late at night. And he's on the news, and they're all interviewing about it. He's like, yeah, my guys came over and they put the fire out, which they had the fire out before the fire truck even got there.
Yeah.
So I'm there at the restaurant, and he put it on the TV at the 12 o'clock news, and everybody's watching, and I was like, the Mexican's just sitting there who was the HMIC, and I was like, once again, the HMIC does all the work, and this guy takes all the credit, man. It was great.
And he's not even a white guy. He's a Greek guy,
Yeah.
The GM. That's awesome, though.
No, he's a Greek guy.
The manager is. That's what I'm saying. It's not like the Mexican guy from Spain was being oppressed by the white guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he wasn't being put down by the man. Well, you were acting as the man, actually, by calling him the HMIC. What else happened today in the news? Happy Women's Day, gentlemen. Today's
I'm surprised you're here, man.
Oh, you're fired.
Shouldn't you be taking the day off? Kathy, are you driving today? Are you taking the day off? Just ask her real quick.
Kathy in the chat room, are you working today? Did you participate in the Day Without a Woman event today? Did they march for that today?
All over the place, man.
I didn't see any women marching.
All over the place, man. Don't you watch the news? There were protests everywhere.
I didn't. I did watch some news today, a little bit here and there, and I was at a restaurant eating lunch with my older brother, and they had TVs everywhere, and I didn't see a single news footage of the march. I mean, maybe I'm just.
Well, who was serving you? Did you have a woman?
It was only women working there. There was a woman bartender and women waitresses.
Well, that don't sit well for the women march then.
I guess not. And there was also women in there eating. I thought they weren't supposed to spend any money today. They were out.
Really?
They were out eating.
They were totally so boycott everything.
I mean, they got to eat, right?
I guess, yeah. But
Kathy in the chat room says that
couldn't they sit home and cook something for their old men? Just kidding.
Just kidding. She's been parked since 1 p.m. Kathy the truck driver. Yeah. She said she's going to work later, I guess. So I don't know, man. I mean, I think that, they just marched like a few weeks ago, right? Like a month ago?
Yeah.
Now they're marching again. I mean,
a once a month women's march?
I don't know. Pull your mic up.
A once a month women's march?
I guess they get a little randy once a month. They decide they want to march, maybe. I mean, if I was bleeding from down there, I wouldn't want to walk around, But I mean, I'd probably be angry, like, oh, So I don't know, but it's not supposed to be an
Kevin, I can't believe you just went there with all that.
Are you serious? Really?
That is so offensive to me. I'm gonna.
Oh my God! Come on.
I'm gonna take the next 5 minutes off of this show to protest what's going on right now with Kevin.
Whatever, dude. That's ridiculous, man.
No. You're ridiculous, Kevin. That was horrible.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah. You're wearing a Dicks Out for Harambe shirt and you're bashing women.
I'm not bashing women at all.
Good.
I love women. Kathy's a woman. She's in the chat room. She says, I don't need a woman's march. She doesn't need a woman's march.
Good for Kathy.
Well, all right. I was talking to Lori B about this, and she said, I said, you're such a strong woman. You've had the same, not the same job, but she's been working for the same company for 25 years now. And it's basically. I
didn't even think she was 25 years old.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? But she works.
I hope you're listening.
It basically works at a dude ranch, a sausage factory, if you will, and I'm like, you survive for 25 years with a bunch of dudes all around you. She makes good money. And she was like, she corrected me. She's like, I don't need to march. She's not all about that. But at the same time, she said, I did have to fight for the wages that I've gotten over the years. And she has seen a lot of men get hired in the last few years and make as much money as she makes now or close to it. And she's had to work that hard for 20 plus years to get to where she's at. Now these, millennial types are just showing up and, and they don't work as hard. That like I was looking at some of her paperwork, charts and stuff of a product that they have to put out. And she works basically in like an aerospace machine shop type environment, She works a Trump press for all you anti-Trumpers out there. That's a woman working for a Trump press, working with a Trump, owning a Trump press. Anyway, she showed me some of her papers.
All that just meant.
I don't know either. It just sounded good, but she was not bashing women. But anyway, she was telling me and showing me, like, look at this is my chart for the day. She couldn't keep up at first, and I had to explain why you didn't make enough product that they expected you to. And for like the first hour, she just missed it. The second hour, she just missed it, and she's like, I guess I'm just suck at life, Then like the third hour all the way to the 8th hour, she didn't just make it, but she like doubled it and was killing it. And then she was telling me about other dudes that work there, and they see what the quota is, and they never ever go over that quota. Well, she's like, there's certain jobs that are real fast that she's been doing for a long time, so she can just pump them out. So they might call for 260 pieces, and she'll put out 380, But the dudes that work there that haven't been there nearly as long as her see that 260 mark, and they're like, we'll do 261 and go sit in the bathroom, take a dump, sit on it like a turtle and bask in it for 25 minutes, Have you ever done that, by the way, at work? Have you ever gone to the bathroom when it's slow and taken a dump and then just looked at your phone, looked at Facebook or Twitter or whatever, Schwitter?
I can't do that. I'm a server, man. I can't just leave my customers hanging.
All right. Well, I mean, what if you weren't a server? Could you see yourself doing that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I used to do that when I was working.
Like, I'm getting ready to do that during the second hour of the show, man.
Basking like a turtle.
I'm going to be like, I got to poop. I'll be back in like 35 minutes. When the break is on.
Well, what happens though? You just sit there over a steaming hot pile. If you courtesy flush it, then the people in your workplace know that you're finished, and they expect you to come back because they heard the toilet flush.
Why
so
are
you can't
people just
flush
sitting outside the toilet listening?
It depends on the location of the bathroom. So if you're out there taking a dump and you flush, they're like, "Oh, cool, Jason's going to come back. I can take my break."
Why don't you just hold the dump until
Sometimes you can't hold it.
You just go in.
You just dump it and let it sit in the bowl and just bask like a turtle on a log, dude.
And just smell it? That's horrible, man.
Why not? You don't enjoy your own scent?
What if you just do several courtesy flushes and they're like, oh my God, he's really drinking.
Great solution.
He's going nuts.
It's a little embarrassing.
With all the problems we've got facing us in this world, you guys got to talk about taking a shit and sitting in your dumb thing because you don't want to have to go back to work.
It's a comedy show, Pops. It's a comedy show.
That ain't funny. Only Kevin Foley can laugh at that shit.
You're laughing at it right now, Pops.
Yeah, I know.
What if professional sports players did that? Like they were like, what if Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback was like, I got to go poop.
Calling the second string, man. Who's his second string? Who's his backup? Tony Romo? They release him tomorrow, by the way. Tony Romo's being released tomorrow. I think he has like $27 million left in his contract.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
I've heard Denver.
I've heard people are going to.
I haven't been following football too much, but there's going to be some stuff happening this year.
I don't know either. But who's Aaron Rodgers' backup quarterback? Do you know? Pops, you should know this.
Hundley, Brent Hundley.
Yeah, so young black guy.
So he'd be like, hey, bring in Hundley. I got to take a deuce. I got to drop a deuce.
Yeah, and he's in there and he's on Facebook during a football game.
Maybe, timeout. There's like a 30-second timeout. He's basking like a turtle for 30 seconds. I don't know.
What if it's a really good player and they should have like a 7-minute timeout for a dookie break?
What happens, man? Like, if you're a pitcher and you're throwing a no-hitter and it's like the top of the 8th.
And you just have to...
You can't hold it anymore,
Dump in your pants.
Just go in your pants?
It might affect the throw position, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could...
Imagine if you got tackled playing quarterback and you had a load of Duke in your pants and it just smeared all over that. Good God. How much would that jersey go for? Pants.
Yeah, talk about game used.
Game
Jesus,
pants.
Dude. That's pretty bad, man. Who was Donovan McNabb? Remember when he puked? He lifted up his helmet and just puked all over the
before he hiked the ball.
Yeah, remember that?
Good.
Imagine if he just lifted up a leg, pulled his pants halfway down, and let his butthole out, just right there, you know.
They actually have tents on the sidelines where guys can go in and take a leak.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
I've never noticed that. I've been to plenty of Bucks games. I've been to some Bears games at Soldier Field as well. I've never seen
Aaron
that.
Rodgers did it last year during one of the games. They took him in, thought that he was hurt. He just had to take a piss. And it's just a little, like, pup tent thing where you have to lean down to get in it and stuff. He was like, nah, I just, had to relieve myself.
Just a little pup tent. I mean, dude, I had a 23-foot deck boat that had a pop-up bathroom enclosure that was like 10 feet tall. And you could stand in it, you could take a shower in it. They can't have something like that. My boat was like $4,000. They can't have a stand-up potty on the sideline. Man.
Chuck's lived in less than that.
Pat Shit Crazy's in the chat room. What's up, guys? All right. I thought Pat was going to show up at the studio. He did call me right before we went live, and I ignored it. Sorry, Pat. We had to get on the air here, dude. But you're welcome to show back up if you're in the neighborhood there, Pat. Bring food, pizza, chicken wings, beer, something like that. I mean, you are an Uber driver, right? So that'd be cool. Like Wing House or something. I don't know. I'd
take a salad.
For those of you listening, if you're not familiar with the show, you hear that psst. Wait for it. It's not Darth Vader. Wait for it. That's not Jason from Halloween. That's Pops breathing through his air hose. That's all that is. And we actually...
we look forward to it.
We do. It's like a peaceful, kind of like meditation for me, That's one of my favorite sounds in the world. But I'm sure people that haven't listened to the show before, and now that we're hugely popular, are probably wondering what that is. Pops, you don't have to back up from the mic. You just do your thing, man. Ain't nobody worried about that. Do you remember a few weeks ago when we did the challenge where Pops had to guess if it was Darth Vader, Jason from Halloween, or if it was himself? It was awesome, dude. We should do that again sometime. I won't do it right now, but anyway, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. This is Jaybird in front of me. Pops to his left, kitty corner, and we will be interviewing a very special guest in the second hour. Lisa London, a very beautiful and talented actress, calling us from California tonight, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
What has she been in?
She's been in a lot of movies. I don't have her bio pulled up just yet. I was saving that because we got really high-tech computers here, and I don't want them to bog down. But off the top of my head, 1978, a movie that people our age probably grew up watching called Hots. That's Hots. And it was kind of like a Screwballs or Animal House type movie with a bunch of hot chicks in like scantily clad like short shorts and tight shirts, and also she's got a new movie coming out that she's going to be talking about with us that is called Holy Terror, and it actually looks pretty badass. If you go on our Facebook page, The Kevin Holly Show, simple as that, I do have the trailer up and you can click on it and watch it. It's a couple of minutes long. Fantastic looking horror movie that she's in with another actress that we interviewed a while back last year. Vida Ghaffari is in that movie as well.
Oh, I like that girl.
Yeah, she's awesome, dude.
Yeah, she was cool.
She's probably one of the favorite interviews that we've had on the show, Vida. But anyway, we'll talk to Lisa London here in the second hour, and get to know her a little bit and let her talk about or talk with us about some of her recent accomplishments, movies that she's been in, her career, her life, and this new movie that's coming out. I'm loving this, man. This is the second horror movie that we were interviewing somebody. Remember a couple of weeks ago with David Maccabee.
Yeah, but I don't
director.
like the way you say horror.
I have to say it correctly. Horror movie.
Horror.
Best spell it with this group.
Best spell it with this group.
HORROR or something like that.
Yeah, thank you, Pops. Well done. Anyway, also in the third hour, I figured we would do a little bit more. You know what I really want to do in the third hour, dude? And I
have no idea what you want to do.
I've got words written down for the Pyramid Game on the Kevin Holly Show. It's been a couple of weeks since we did the Pyramid Game.
How can you do if you write all of them down?
If you look by your laptop, I've got 2 pieces of paper for you to write down a couple of groups of words for the Pyramid Game, and we'll do each other and Pops. I think it'll be fun.
That's some real freaking show prep right there, man. Kevin's got 2 little scraps of paper with 1 through 5.
I gave you 2 blank sheets of paper.
You went way out of the way this week, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I could have never gotten through this without this help from you, man.
Do you need a pen?
This is
something to write on?
Actually, I brought a pen.
Okay, I see that, yes.
You even left me pens over here.
I did. They're two blue pens, man. I believe
the
they're...
prep work you put into this game this week is phenomenal, man.
Oh, yeah. I got my bell all ready to go. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be fantastic, man. It really is. And
no wonder we're number one.
Dude, going back to the fire in Tarpon Springs.
Yeah.
I didn't know olive oil was so flammable, you know?
No, you know what's funny is they said it was, on the news, they said it was air conditioner.
Yeah.
And the one guy...
There's a lot of flamers in Tarpon. Thank you.
The one guy that was first interviewed on the news, and he was up there. He was trapped in the house and couldn't get out because you got to understand there was only one stairway.
I know. I've been.
It was in the back.
Yeah,
and that was what was on fire. So they had no way to get down from the second floor. Well, the one dude jumped. He's like, "I'm out of here."
I would have slid down that metal awning and landed on a basket of shells.
Well, the one lady's like 81, had a stroke.
Oh, I didn't know
surgery.
That.
She couldn't do that.
No.
No, the guy that I talked to probably could have, but. He was like, the news reported as they thought it was a air conditioning thing. And I saw him. I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm not going to say his name, but I was like, hey, man, glad to see you're all right and doing well. I was like, I saw you on the news, man. Wow, it's crazy stuff. He's like, yeah, they said it was air conditioning. Air conditioning guy come back, said he smelled dope. People were smoking weed out back there.
Really?
I swear to God.
It's a stoner fire?
That's what he told me, man.
Don't do drugs,
like
people.
Like a roach caught on fire and burnt down the stairs.
That's
exactly what he told me. I was like, oh, that's horrible, man.
I mean, in 30 seconds, how many... Come on, Jay, do this with me, will you? In 30 seconds, how many Greek fire jokes can we come up with? You ready? Here we go. Hold on a second. Here we go. And... Somebody
Saganaki. Bukkake.
Somebody, it was Bananas Foster.
I'm flaming. Cherry's Jubilee.
I didn't know feta was flammable.
Euro in the air.
Did they put it out with lemon juice?
Grease fire.
Thank you. It's pretty good, Jay. We should do that more often.
I think I won.
I think you did, yeah.
Although I don't know Bukkake is a grease fire.
I don't think you meant Bukkake lava. Bukkake lava. That's some hot... Red hot bukkake lava action. But anyway, so did when the fire department showed up, did they go Opa? Thank you. What?
Yeah, that would have been great if everybody would have just been come out back while the fire's going on.
Start going Opa,
Opa, Opa, Opa. Yeah. Everybody, Opa. Throwing brandy on the stairs. Throwing chunks of cheese at it. I'm going to have to use that at work on tomorrow.
Yeah. You never... That 81-year-old woman never messed with a scorned woman, Jay.
Yeah.
You know? She was hot, though.
A scorned woman has no corns. So you do not want to mess with that.
Oh, not at all, man. I'll tell you what, that Greek food is pretty hot, dude. It's warm.
It's killer, too.
Nobody died, right?
No, but they died eating Greek food before.
Yeah, how's the moussaka?
It's killer.
It's to die for?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, as they say...
It's the pork souvlaki that's really killer.
You've always got one foot in the grave, Jay, you know?
Yeah.
And
one on a domati.
There you go. Oh,
Pops, you're awfully silent over here tonight. What's going on, man?
I think he's mad at me.
No.
Are you pissed off at Kevin again?
No.
You pissed at Chuck and he's not even here?
No.
You pissed off at me?
No.
I fed you today, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Then what's going on, man? You seem...
Was it pasticcio?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, boy. This can't be good.
Patrick's in the chat room, and he says to ask Pops about doing a potential interview for the Veteran History Project that we've been working on. And I said that I don't know about that. Pops is scared of being Arkansided.
No, I'm not as scared of anything.
Oh, okay. I am. Oh, man.
Actually, that reminds me of when we went to the strip club for my birthday. I think it's been like 2 years ago now. And it was just me, him, and Mudcat. And Pops was there, and, he could hardly see where to put the dollar bill, right? And this girl's got, her stuff right up in the face, and Pops has the money in his hand, and he's he's ruffling around trying to get, and girl looks back and she says, "Oh my God, are you scared?" Camden looked, he's like, "That guy's been in Korean War. He ain't scared of nothing, woman. He can't see."
Yeah, put that butthole a little closer to him, you know? I wish I would have been there, dude. That would have been so awesome. That really would have been Camden's first time at a strip club. If anybody would like to hear that story in full detail told by a Camden Mudcat, go back, scroll through our show reel on Spreaker or on TuneIn Radio, your TuneIn app, and it's clearly there. The title of that show is Camden's first time at a strip club. It was like episode 36 or something like that. Yeah, that was a great show. Camden, we started the show off just talking about what you guys did. You went to Mons Venus, one of the most popular strip clubs in the entire world, right there in Tampa Bay.
And my birthday's coming up, so.
Oh, hey, sweet. When is your birthday again? March? Or May?
April.
April 30-30 used to say when he was a kid.
April 30-30?
April 33rd.
33rd. Didn't you live down by...
I wish it still was on April 33rd, because then I'd only be, like, young.
Yeah. 33rd and 3rd?
Uh-oh, there's a group of thugs out there on... I can see them walking around. They're heading this way, too.
We got some action outside of the dump tower once again here.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are broadcasting live from the dump tower in beautiful downtown Newport Richey, Florida, right on U.S. Highway 19. On the third floor, we've got windows that face north up U.S. Highway 19. And we're not lying or making stuff up when we talk about how there's hookers and pimps and whores and stuff outside walking around, just walking, doing their thing, you know. So, yeah, at least they're using the crosswalk, Jay. They're responsible. They're not jaywalking. Ah! Thank you. What?
I'm always jaywalking, dude. Don't try and arrest me with your big thug laws.
What are you talking about, my big thug laws?
Yeah, you're always trying to get me in trouble, man. That sounds like.
I would never try to get you in trouble, dude.
All right. I believe that.
All right, before we take our first break here, we did start a news segment, and we only talked about the fire in Tarpon Springs. Excuse me. Hey, Pops, do you know whose birthday is today?
Today?
Yep.
No.
Jesus, man, there's nobody good for birthdays today. Never mind, Pops. This is the last time I'm bringing this website up ever again. How about this? Today in history on March 8th. Why does my watch say March 5th?
Because you bought that on the Sponge Docs from that dude who sells bogus watches.
Did I? Is that where I got it?
I hope you didn't pay a lot for that, because I can see it's fake from here.
Are you saying it's stolen? Are you saying it's hot?
It's not stolen. It's not hot. It's not on fire.
Made in Bangladesh.
Are you sure it wasn't Bangkok?
Bangladesh.
Thank you. Yeah, back in 1966, Australia announced that they would triple the number of troops in Vietnam, Pops. Also in 1970, the Nixon administration discloses the deaths of 27 Americans in Laos. And in 1973, 2 bombs exploded near Trafalgar Square in Great Britain, injuring 234 people, man. That's a lot of people.
I know something that happened in 1971.
What's that?
Nixon took us off the gold rush for good, and that's when prices started going bananas.
Gold prices went bananas?
No. Milk, groceries, everything.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Rent.
Nixon took us off?
Nixon, yes, he did.
Off the gold standard?
Roosevelt took America off the gold standard. We couldn't own gold, but we still had gold to cover our greenbacks. Nixon took the greenback off the gold standard, and that's when the world knew that our money was phony. Up to that point, our money wasn't phony.
You know, maybe I will keep doing this segment, because that's actually kind of a cool story. Now, can you make me a sandwich? Because it's Women's Day. They're not making sandwiches.
What?
Make us a sandwich while men do our show over here, Pops.
Uh-oh, we're getting a phone call on the Kevin Holly Show. Oh, it's my children.
All right, so, Pops, we're going to have to cover this for a little bit while Kevin steps outside.
Do that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now this will become a real show because me and Pops are in charge. So, Pops, did you happen to see about Tim Tebow today?
Yeah, I guess he struck out, and then he he drove into a double play on out, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly it. But
That's too
I'll
bad.
tell you what. I'm behind Tim Tebow 100%.
Yeah, me too. I hope the kid does okay.
He couldn't make it as a quarterback.
Well,
he probably should have tried being a tight end. If Kevin was here, he'd be all about that.
Well, he probably could. He probably could. I don't know. He probably can. Well, I remember a lot of people. But I gotta say, Michael Jordan, who nobody doubts his athletic ability, but he didn't make it in a baseball game. So
yeah, but Tim Tebow didn't make it in anything. Well, I mean, college. He did great in college.
Yeah,
and I love the guy. I mean, he's great.
Wasn't he? He was. I think
he's
he was
a stud. He's probably got like a 10-inch dong.
He was a candidate. I don't think he won it, did he? But he was a candidate for the Heisman Trophy.
No, he won the Heisman.
He won the Heisman. Yeah.
He won the Heisman.
Didn't he also
now
bring?
He's in New York playing for the Mets.
Well, yeah. But he's not.
He's not doing so good.
Now, didn't he also take the Denver Broncos to an 8-8 record and almost made the playoffs?
No,
they made the playoffs, and he won a playoff.
He won a playoff game.
Something like that. That's right. Yeah. Hey, Tim Tebow's a stud, man. He's a stand-up guy. Very nice.
Dude.
I mean, if anything, a lot of people bag on him because he would kneel and pray, and but he never really tried to jam his religion down your throat. He's just doing it himself. You know what I mean?
Because he had to pray that he could make a play because his talent sucked. But
he didn't get there because he didn't have any talent. He just
God got him there. Okay,
for every person that hated him because of that, there were probably 2 people that loved him because of his religion. So,
or at least the fact
he's absolutely loved. Even them freaking Yankees up there in New York, freaking yell and cheer when he comes out. I mean, he's just an all-around good dude, man.
I think you're right, Jay. And Pops has a great point as well. For everybody that bags on somebody just because they want to pray or they don't want to pray or whatever, it's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your opinion. Let the guy do his thing. He's not jamming it down your throat. He's just doing his own thing. Leave him alone. He's a good guy. Some religion.
I fucking pray every day before this show. Every Wednesday on my way in, I'm like, good God, don't let it be a shit show like last week. Please, Lord, all I'm asking for, I promise you I will do something nice this week. Just don't let it suck ass.
I pray every
other show.
I pray every 3 days after I listen to it.
I'll get down on my knees right now and pray if the second 2 hours will be good.
Speak into the microphone here. Come here.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pops had a really good point, though. For every person that bagged on him, there's 2 people that probably liked him for it. And I think that people that have a sense of spirituality, as long as it's not like some weird ritualistic type made-up religion, well, they all pretty much are, I guess. But
that's a word. Yeah. That's a word that I can relate to, spirituality.
That's what's important. I think that makes a lot of people, the majority of people anyway, not the extremists. It makes them good people,
You want to talk spirituality? You want spiritual growth?
A religion hour with Pops?
What?
Do you have any Christian music to start this one out?
Kevin doesn't have any. We'd have to.
Of course I do. I've always got
How about I just sing some of my favorite hymns, psalms?
You could.
Hymns?
I mean, I think it's called hymns, yeah. Hymns? You love hymns, don't you?
I'm waiting to hear one. I'm anxious to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were ready. Yeah, I've always got them loaded up right away. The touch of a button, Pops. Here, hold on. This one's my favorite, and it takes about 5 seconds before we can play it.
All right, let me just ask you this, Kevin, about dual role players.
Dual role players in sports?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were doing Pop's Religion Hour, dude.
Oh, okay.
No. Go back. We can do that later.
Jay, do you want to sing this karaoke style?
I have no clue what you're playing, but if it's got words, I can sing it.
We'll skip it. We'll get back to it. I can't believe
you actually pulled that up that quick.
What do you mean? I had it loaded up. I always had it loaded. I listen to hymns before the show. It relaxes me, man.
All right, listen. I want to see,
then I pray a little bit, and then I start the show.
I want to see if Kevin can tell me of somebody that was drafted by the Chicago Cubs who is currently a quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, man.
And a big name. And then I'll go to somebody more in...
is he in the top? Is he a starter?
He's a starter in the NFL.
Okay, I'm going to go with
Or he did start.
Okay. I don't know. I've heard this before. It's off the top of my head. I don't know.
Colin Kaepernick was drafted in the 43rd round by the Chicago Cubs.
So you got like $12 in a Cubs hat.
And he didn't stand for the anthem, so they booted him. All right, Pops, let me get somebody back in your... I
can't wait for...
You want to know... You were asking about guys that played two sports successfully. There ain't too many of them.
Actually,
Bo
there
Jackson.
is a freaking ton of them, and I never even knew this. I'll go down...
No, I told you that there was more than the two we knew of.
Let's do the
More
top
than
3.
2?
I bet I can guess the top 3.
It's just listed in alphabetical order, so...
Let's see who Kevin thinks.
I'm going Bo Jackson. I'm going Neon Dion. Neon Dion's the only one that has a World Series ring and a Super Bowl ring. The only player in history that has both. And I'm going to go with... I'm not going to say successful, but I'll go MJ on that. He did play for the White Sox.
Yeah, but he wasn't successful.
Oh, he successfully made it to the big leagues.
Okay, but a list of athletes that have done it is insane. All right, Bo Jackson, we know. Troy Aikman, drafted by the New York Mets out of high school. Morton Anderson played on Denmark's junior national soccer team.
Wait, but MJ doesn't count, but some dude that played in Denmark in a junior team and Troy Aikman getting drafted but never playing, that counts?
No. Well, it counts, yeah.
It counts, but I'm just talking...
If you're counting Michael Jordan, yeah.
Terry Bradshaw set a national record by throwing the javelin 244 feet, 11 3/4 inches.
This is not like baseball and football or basketball.
Tom Brady was drafted by the Montreal Expos before attending college at the University of Michigan. It's unbelievable. Chris Carter played basketball and football at Ohio State University.
None of this is successful dual sport players on the national level, dude. None of these guys, except Bo Jackson.
Deion Sanders.
Deion was probably the best at it. Well, Bo Jackson put up some huge numbers, dude. He was really
Tony
insane.
Gonzalez played college basketball for UC Berkeley, which reached the NCAA Men's Division I basketball tournament in 1997.
Yeah, my uncle Sal played basketball for Gulf High School, and then he also played football when he went to Pasco Hernando Community College. So there you go.
Well, he should be on the list, evidently.
Is he? Did you scroll down to the S's for Sal?
I don't think you even have a relative named Sal.
That was my grandfather's name, Salvador.
Oh, that's right, it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
Donovan McNabb played basketball for Syracuse University.
Can we get on to a different subject? This is boring the shit out of me, dude.
Bill Parcells offered a baseball contract by the Philadelphia Phillies and was drafted by the Detroit Lions.
Drafted after the contract
for football.
Yeah. Did he play a game with the Tigers?
Julius Peppers, while at the University of North Carolina,
college.
Peppers was also a walk-on member of the men's basketball team.
In college?
Yeah.
That doesn't count. I played chess. Does that count? Come on, man.
Chess isn't a real sport, and neither is soccer.
I don't even know how to play chess. I do. I'm just,
Soccer is more of a sport.
Soccer is actually pretty badass. I like watching soccer. Like when you go to the Greek restaurants in Tarpon Springs, or there used to be a really awesome Mexican restaurant on 19 just up the road from here called the Tequila Restaurant, and they had all family members working in there, and they had soccer on every TV, dude. And I'm not a huge soccer fan. I couldn't name a single player, But, David Beckham, I could name him. That's it.
That's just because you got a Woody for him, dude.
No, I don't.
You're such a fag, dude.
Whatever, dude. But I sat in there and had giant burritos and Corona and watched soccer on the TVs like, this is the coolest place in the world, dude. You get all into it. You pick a team. Everybody else in there is like watching it like religiously, dude, And you pick a team. Like, I went to the World Baseball Classic in Orlando alone because I told my friend I was going to take with me the wrong day, and he was at work. And I'm like, fuck. So I went there alone, and I sold my ticket for face value. Learned I could have gotten a lot more for it. But I'll tell you what, dude, the ride into the Disney Sports Center where they had the event, it was just backed up traffic. You know how you go into a sporting event, just like you're going to the Bucks game or whatever. But the cars, man, it was Dominican Republic versus Venezuela. They all had flags out their windows, and they're all screaming and yelling and hollering and speaking in tongues, Then you get in there, and the game was just unreal because it's the best players, from those countries, and a lot of them were Major League Baseball players. You had Big Papi playing, and Carlos Zambrano was pitching for Venezuela. It was awesome. And every pitch, the crowd was like, boo, if it was a ball, rah, if it was a strike, and it never stopped for 9 straight innings. It was unbelievable. I saw a guy fall out of his wheelchair backwards and have a seizure right there out of sheer excitement. No joke, dude.
Pops does that like twice a week, man.
He does not, dude.
Over watching Archie Bunker, for Christ's sake.
Pops, you want me to smack him, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, to me, it was like you pick a side. I picked Venezuela because I liked the Cubs, and Carlos Zambrano was their starting pitcher. And I'll tell you what, dude, it was one of the coolest experiences ever. I went into the bathroom. I had outfield seats, like grass seats where you sit on like a blanket out there. But I decided to walk the concourse and grab a beer and just walk around and just kind of get different points of view and take pictures with my phone. And I go into the bathroom, and I come out of the bathroom, I go into the beer line, and there's this big, giant, fat
And you
Venezuelan
realize
guy.
that every stall had a glory hole in it.
That's a different story. But this dude was like, hey, man. He's like, we were talking. I had my Cubs hat on. He was talking. I was like, yeah, I'm rooting for you guys, because of Zambrano. He's like, let me buy you a beer, man. I'm like, cool, thanks, dude. So he buys me a beer. And he's like, where are you sitting? We were just kind of shooting the breeze in line. It was like a 10-minute line. And he's like, we got extra seats, man. You want to come sit by me? And I was like, absolutely, dude. I'd love to meet your family and sit down by you guys where you're sitting, because I was alone. Dude, they were like 5 rows back behind home plate. I got to watch the rest of the game from behind home plate right there with like all these people from Venezuela, flags, people running around, having seizure. It was awesome, dude. It was totally awesome. Anyway, I do watch baseball every night, Jay. I see you in the chat room making fun of me. Soccer is a sport, Jay. Why can't you say these things? Why don't you just get a chat in the chat room?
Soccer is not a sport. Man.
I know, and you're going to make fun of me in the chat room, but not to my face, Jay? What the hell, dude? You think I'm not going to shoot you with this dart gun? I will. What?
Look at that silly little half beard you have.
Oh, that's it, man. What?
It's all fun and dandy until somebody gets a fucking eye poked out, Kevin. All right.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to shoot you with a dart gun, dude.
You're an asshole.
What? Anyway, I think we should take our first break, dude.
We should have taken our first break an hour ago.
Oh man, it's a party in here tonight.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Thank you. All right, you guys ready for our first break? We'll come back solid with the second hour.
All right.
Talk to Lisa London and some more shenanigans. Wow, Kathy says yawn real big in the chat room. Wow. Now we got a fucking critic in the chat room.
Kathy's tired.
She must be. All right.
She said she's going to sleep, so.
Well, that's what we do on the Kevin Holly Show. We put our listeners to sleep. You're welcome,
right.
Kathy. Yeah.
This is better than slow beach music, like, with the wind and the waves crashing.
What are you talking about, dude? It's all about hymns, man. All right, we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show after a word from our sponsors.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show.
He didn't get the popular vote, but you love him anyway. The Kevin Holly Show on the Internet Radio Network.
Jay loves wrestling federations, lucha libre masks, boots and all. He feels a premonition that's scheduled for one fall. Jay's into new positions. He likes dicks in the candlelight. He's got a new addiction for every Thursday night. He wants to take Loco's mask off and go dancing in the rain. He wants a white and crazy life to take away his pain. Jay's always pulling on his brain. Jaybird's coming out, dreaming of Blanco Loco. He'll pull his pants all the way down, dreaming of Blanco Loco. His dick is devil red, Jay's skin's the color rojo. Jay is coming out, dreaming of Blanco Loco. Come on, dreaming of Blanco Loco. Come on, Jay's living la vida homo. Jay woke up in a Newport Richie. in a funky cheap motel. Jay came out and spent his money, tried to learn some wrestling skills, but never drinks no water, only vodka and champagne. Once Jay had a taste of it, he's never been the same. Yeah, he'll show you his little brain. Jaybird's coming out, dreaming of Blanco Loco. He will pull his pants down, dreaming of Blanco Loco. His dick is devil red, his skin the color rojo. Jay is coming out, dreaming of Blanco Loco. Dreaming of Blanco Loco. Jay's living la vida homo. He wants to take Loco's mask off and go dancing in the rain. He wants a white and crazy life to take away his pain. Yeah, Jay's always pulling on his brain. Jaybird's coming out, dreaming of Blanco Loco. He'll pull his pants all the way down, dreaming of Blanco Loco. His dick is devil red, Jay's skin the color mojo. He will blow la vida homo. Jaybird's coming out, he's dreaming of Blanco Loco. He'll pull his pants all the way down, dreaming of Blanco Loco. Living la vida homo. Skin's the color rojo. Jay will wear you out. Living la vida homo. Living la vida homo. He's dreaming of Blanco Loco. Dreaming of Blanco Loco. He's dreaming of Blanco Loco. Jay's dreaming of Blanco Loco. Suck it, Jay.
Hey, yo, this is the original Guido, Skinny Vinny, wrestling manager at ACW, and you're listening to the Kevin Hawley Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the frickin' volume up, you monkey.
Hey, Beavis. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? I was like listening to a show today. Yeah. Yeah. It was like called the Kevin Hawley Show. It was like pretty cool and stuff. They were talking about naked chicks and things. Alright. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Beavis, you should listen. What do you listen to it on? You listen to it on the radio, dumbass. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Get it on a radio. Radio. Shut up, dillweed. Listen to the Kevin Hawley Show and just shut up. Alright?
There's a broke-ass cuck in a Cala field. He ain't got no job, so he's got time to kill. Nobody's gonna get paid. He's lost his measly deal. There's a broke-ass cuck in a Cala field. And there's a cross-eyed cuck that nobody wants. He's alone at home, flipping through his phone, trying to log back in, see his Twitter deal. cross-eyed cook that nobody wants. And there's some by one piss splashing on his jaw. It feels real nice, like a money shot. He ropes off his nuts like his G-spot. There's some by one piss splashing on his jaw. There's somebody kiss right around bedtime from a big black dude named Buck 2 times. That'll bang his wife while he chops up lines. There's somebody kiss right around bedtime. There's a broke-ass cuck in a field and a big black guy that's breeding his wife while he's snorting up lines. Where is his golden shower, please? Now he's down on his knees cleaning up black seed, and Lord have mercy, looks like Nick Pete right on his face while he sucked. He's a broke-ass cuck. There's some by some pills around 2 a.m. He needs an income, time for a new scam, or some BA gear to buy him a gram. There's some by some pills around 2 a.m. And there's a broke-ass cuck in the field and a big black guy that's breeding his wife while he's snorting up lines. Where is his golden shower, please? Now he's down on his knees cleaning up black seed, and Lord have mercy, looks like Nick and Pete right on his face while he sucked. He's a broke-ass cuck. Right on his face while he sucked. He's a broke-ass cuck.
شما دارین گوش میدین به کوین هالی شو. شما دارین گوش میدین به کوین هالی شو. شما دارین گوش میدین به برنامه کوین هالی.
Slumber time's here, baby. I'm gonna make you drool. Oh, now slumber time here, baby. Gonna make you drool. Look out, bro. Homeless Chuck's got something for the Jews. Homeless Chuck saw me $1 when I'm driving by. Ooh, I'm not by. Flip me a quarter. Don't get me in my eye. All sexual favors, but I swear I'm not by. Just a second, ladies. I got a new promenade, angel dust. Sexual favors and been doing push-ups to homeless Chuck. Slide me a buck when you're driving by. All sexual favors, but I swear I'm not by. Cock hold one whore one time. Start drinking around 11 o'clock. I'll never stop. Passed out by 11 o'clock. Say, let me fool you one time. I'll rob you at the next truck stop. Okay. I got a good lemonade, angel dust. Sexual favors, and I've been doing push-ups to homeless Chuck. Sign me $1 when you're passing by. I'm homeless Chuck. I'm homeless Chuck. Flip me a quarter when I'm stoned. Hit me in the eye. I'm homeless Chuck. Flip me a quarter. Don't hit me in the eye. Sexual favors, but I swear I'm not by. All right, one time. Homeless Chuck, say a prayer when you're passing by. Homeless Chuck, say a prayer while passing by. Homeless Chuck, don't let me bring a tear to that eye. Homeless Chuck, slide me $1 when you're passing by. Homeless Chuck, slide me $1 when you're driving by. Homeless Chuck, don't hit me in my eye. Homeless Chuck, slide me $1 when you're driving by. All my sexual favors, but I swear I'm not by. At one time, homeless Chuck. Ooh, homeless Chuck. Be careful, officer. All my favors are not guaranteed to be HIV free. Don't arrest me again, officer. I swear I'm just trying to make a living. One for your pee-pee and one for each of you little hanging guys.
And I ended up yelling at one of the little cutie teenage girls and was like, hey, give me some beers.
Well, if you wanna sing country music these days, and you wanna have a chart-topping hit, you can't sing about crying, you can't sing about dying. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck. You can't sing about heartbreak and pain, and you can't sing about a lonesome old freight train. You can't sing about hard living or prison. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck. You can't sing about women or cheating. It ain't called cheating, it's called competing. You can't sing songs about the South. All you can do is run your mouth. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck. If you're gonna borrow your daddy's truck, you better make sure he fills it up. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck.
Alright, time to give the crew some brekkie. Oh yeah, that's it. Come up here for a feed, guys. There you going, Kevin. Barbara. Alex. Gaz, mate. Fucking Kevin. Kevin, stop being a cunt. Barbara, how are you? You're a good looking sheep, mate. Yeah, Alex, you didn't get one the other day, so you can have that one. Fuck, Kevin, stop doing that, mate. Fucking no need for it, mate. Gaz is just chilling out. He doesn't fucking pick on people for no reason. Fucking Kevin, stop being a cunt, mate. What were you, mate? The fucking run to the litter, and then you fucking got on the roids, and then you started bunting people around thinking it was tough. There's no need for it, mate. Hey, Gary, fuck off, Kevin. There you go, mate. See, Kevin, he's fucking polite. Kevin, stop being a cunt, mate. Hey, be nice to fucking Barbara, mate. Fuck, you do it to Alex as well. You're a dead set cunt, aren't you? Got one left, and it's not going to you, Kevin. Do you know why? Because you're a cunt. You're a cunt, Kevin. Fucking get away from me hat, you cunt.
Every
whole world in front of me. You can see me flying so high like a paradise. You can see me roam 13 like a paradise. Look into my soul for love, for Mary Jane, Spider-Man, Kush, Peter Parkin. On the plane, everywhere I go, everything I say. Never back down, cause we're here to stay. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Lutopia. Louie Toopy Show, then listening to the Kevin Holly Show on the Internet Radio Network.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live with more of the Kevin Holly Show. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We got Jaybird, we got Pops. We also will be interviewing a beautiful actress in the second hour here, Lisa London. Oh my God. How lucky are we? Say we're pretty lucky to have such a beautiful and talented actress calling into the Kevin Holly Show here in just a little while. So that'll be a lot of fun. And Pops, we were talking about golf during the break.
Yeah. I can tell you some true stories about some golfers.
Okay.
Start off with this one. There were four guys. They've been playing golf every Wednesday for the last 5 years. So this week, they finished the game, and one of them says to the group, you know, next week, Wednesday falls on the 25th of December. That's Christmas Day, man. No way I can get away from the family to come and play golf. Oh, yeah, me too. I got to bag off tomorrow. The other guy, third guy, yeah, me too. No way. Charlie says, oh, you candy asses, we're playing golf. We ain't going to let Christmas interfere. You guys ain't got any hair in your asses if you ain't out here like normal next Wednesday just because it's Christmas. They're moaning, and he challenges them all. So next week they all get out there, and one guy, Charlie, he's there too, of course. And the first guy says, "You guys realize what it cost me to be here?" He says, "I had to buy my wife a diamond ring. It cost me $3,000. Yeah. Says, the other guy says, "You get off cheap." I had to buy my wife that mink stole she's been wanting. It cost me $5,000. The other guy says, "Hey," he says, "I got to go and sign up and buy that ranch house." He says, "It's going to cost me $75,000. You guys are lucky." Charlie ain't saying nothing. I said, "Yeah, Charlie, how the hell did you get out here?" He says, "You guys don't know how to work it." He says, "I got up this morning. My wife was still in bed. I went in the bathroom making all kinds of noise. Come out of the shower, still dripping wet, stood by the side of the bed. I says, 'Oh, okay, honey, what's it going to be, golf course or intercourse?' She says, 'You better take your jacket. It's going to be cold.'"
Hey, Pops, do you know
didn't
why?
like that one?
I liked it. Do you know why the announcers during golf events talk so quietly?
Their name's Kevin.
No.
Oh, why?
Because they don't want to wake the sleeping audience, much like our show.
Okay. Well, there's another one. This guy. A couple of weeks later, they go out and they're going on, and on the second green, Charlie died.
What?
So next week or a couple of weeks later, they're telling their new guy that replaced Charlie, says, "Boy, it's good to have you here. Last week was a bitch." "What do you mean?" "Well, Charlie died." He says, "Well, all along from there on in, it was from the third green on. Hit the ball, find the ball, drag Charlie. Hit the ball, find the ball, drag Charlie. Hit the ball, drag Charlie."
What?
You didn't. Okay, well there's one more.
Great.
This guy is sitting on. This is a local annual tournament. You know, all the local golfers from miles around play here. And this guy, he's standing there and he says, "Man, if I had a hole in one here," he says, I'd be famous. The whole community and area here would know who I am." So he tees off, and all of a sudden there's a good guy, devil, sitting on his shoulder. He says, you really want a hole in one?" "Yeah." He says, I can give you a hole in one." He says, "Why?" Give me 10 years of your sex life, and you'll hit a hole in one." It's okay. So he tees up, man, he hits a hole in one. Man, everybody's cheering, and there's a couple of photographers taking this picture. They go on and get down to the sixth green, or sixth tee off at the sixth. He says, "Man, if I hit another one, I'd be known all over the state." The devil's back on his shoulder. "You really want one?" He says, "Give me 5 more years." Okay. But man, he hits a hole in one. Man, there's photographers there, and they're following him every shot, every move he makes. Down at the last tee off there, and man, I'd go down in the record books, 3 holes in one in this tournament. The devil hits him again. "Give me another 5 years." Okay. He hits the ball. Hole in one. Oh man, they got guys from all over the world, and he's acclaimed. So he goes and gets all kinds of congratulations, and he's a big hero and everything. And he's ready to leave the place, and figures he'll scoot out of there, and all of a sudden he's got the tap on his shoulder, and the devil, "Hey," he says, "now that I've got your 20 years of your sex life," he says, "what's your name and your address?" He says, "All you need is my name, sir." He says, "I'm Father O'Malley."
Pops, man, you're usually on point today, but you're blanking out, man. What the hell's up with that?
Hey, hold on a second.
Father O'Malley gave him his sex life. Priests don't have sex life.
Calm down, guys. We're not altar boys. Don't be so touchy.
See, golf is not my game. I'll tell you a football story and make up for it.
Well, hold on. I got one more golf joke. Do you know why golfers carry an extra pair of pants?
No.
In case they get a hole in one. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a better. This should produce some results. Back where Jay and I are from.
Moving the needle, Pops. Move that needle. All right. Go ahead. Carry on.
Kenosha, Wisconsin there's more Italian people there than per capita than any place besides Italy. And South Milwaukee, which is 30 miles north of there, there's more Polish people. So one night in Racine, Stash, the Polak from South Milwaukee, and Mario, the Italian guy from Kenosha, they met in the bar in Racine. And they're talking about ethnic jokes. And they said, yeah, it's terrible, all these ethnic jokes. If they aren't getting us, Polacks are getting Italians. We ought to get together a football game. There's all kinds of Polish and Italian guys in the NFL all over. Great football players. We need to get a football game, the Italians against the Polacks. The winners get off the ethnic jokes. The other one's got to take the brunt of them. Yeah, that's great. So they publicized this thing up for months, and they get a Polish team and an Italian team, and they agree to play in Horlicks Field, which is in Racine, on neutral ground between Kenosha and Racine and South Milwaukee.
Is this a true story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they got one side is all the Polacks, and the other side's all the Italians. Even the Pope at that time, the other Pope was Polish. He got there for the game. So at the end of the first quarter,
give Pops a beer, man.
It's a scoreless, nothing to nothing. Halftime, nothing to nothing. Zip. Same way at the third quarter, no score. So in the fourth quarter, the Northwestern train goes by and blows a whistle. The Polish team thinks that that's the end of the game, so they run off the field. 8 plays later, the Polish team scores a winning touchdown.
8 plays later? Is that the joke, dude? Oh, man.
Some dudes are diamond.
Some here stoned.
China! Trump thought that was hilarious, man.
Dude, what about all the allegations about CIA?
Who thought that was good?
Huh?
Donald Trump. He said, if it wasn't for your great jokes, he said...
Because you'd be in jail.
Said what?
You'd be in jail.
I am the
So listen.
least racist person that you have ever met.
Sorry, go on.
Listen, man, what about the CIA right now and all the allegations about them being able to hack into our smartphones?
You better delete your browser
and smart
history.
TVs.
Yeah, you better delete your Pornhub history, dude.
Yeah, but listen, here's the deal right now. We're on the internet. They could be hacking us right now.
I'm sure they're hacking us right now.
They could be listening to this entire show.
They're probably laughing their balls off at Pops' jokes right now. CIA, laughing their asses off.
I hope so, because nobody else did.
Oh, man.
She's killed hundreds of thousands of people with her stupidity.
Pops needs a drink. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short intermission. Well, I would just like to talk to y'all about our mini fridge. In our mini fridge, we have a large selection of beverages.
What do you want, water?
You got water, we got creamer, we got Coca-Cola, we've got Rolling Rock, we've got coffee.
Beer, water?
Give him tequila. We've got some Toro tequila. Give him a beer, dude. There you go. Hell yeah. Pop's having a beer on the Kevin Holly Show. Woohoo! Jaybird found the Reese's Pieces. Inside the microwave dry storage, we've got chips. We've got veggie chips. Yeah, push the button. It's like any other microwave. It's like, really, dude? Yeah, there's chips in there, dude. You don't like those? Well, you don't like my chips?
Microwave.
It's a very clean microwave.
You got a bottle opener?
Yeah, you use your hand and twist it. It's a rolling rock. It's like a $5 six-pack, dude. Come on. There you go.
There you go.
Did you wash your hands before you touched that?
Glass. Get a glass.
Oh, give him a cup, man. There's styrofoam cups. If I got cups, you want cutlery? I've got silverware. Put a little creamer in there for Pops, man. Creamer it down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right. You got a little vinegar, a little Worcester, a little horseradish, a little horsey sauce. Pops, you like horsey sauce, right?
No, I don't like horsey sauce. I like horseradish.
Horseradish. That's what I said. Horseradish.
Horsey sauce is different.
What about horseradish?
I've never had any.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show. The second hour of the show is always moot point. Is it moot point, Jay?
It should be mute.
It is what it is, Jay. You know.
Listen.
What do you got there?
Snacks. What about the CIA hacking into us, man?
I think that's cool. I mean,
glazed over this.
All you got to do is put a piece of black electrical tape over the camera on your laptop, and they can't see you.
Yeah, but they can hear us.
So what are we saying? I mean, what are they going to do? Bust us for talking about snacks?
I don't know, dude. It's not good though.
What I mean, if you don't,
this is all Obama's fault.
If you don't have anything, bad to say, then why do you care, right?
No, I care because
I was being facetious.
I think we need to worry more about the FBI than the CIA.
I think they're all in bed together. The NSA, CIA, FBI.
Well, the FBI director just said he's going to stay for 6.5 years that he's due.
I would
get rid of him.
Nah, well, what are you going to do?
I'm just worried that they're hacking our show right now.
Do you think that what we're saying is not really being broadcast? Instead, they're broadcasting something completely different?
Probably.
Yeah, it's a rap channel right now. They're playing rap music instead of us. Could be, yeah. I mean, dude, your microphone's right by your nipples. That's not... He just lowered his head.
Do you guys remember J. Edgar Hoover?
I do remember J. Edgar Hoover. Yeah.
There were 5 presidents that wanted to get rid of him, but they were all afraid to because of the goods he had on him.
What were the goods he had on him?
Well, only they knew.
Only they knew, huh?
Well,
what about Herbert Hoover?
And him.
We could sure use a guy like that right now.
Well,
and you knew who you were then, back then, you know?
And girls were girls and guys were guys.
Men were men, yeah.
Well, they blamed him for the Depression.
What about the songs that made the hit parade back then, you know? Pops, have you ever been to a sock hop?
Sure.
What'd you do at your sock hop?
Dance.
Did you get laid?
You ever bang a girl after the sock hop?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
The CIA knows, so you might as well tell us.
That's a long time ago.
You know what? Should we talk to Pat Shit Crazy about the CIA here after our interview?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, Patrick is in the chat room. If you'd like to call in the third hour, Pat, we'd love to talk to you a little bit. He says he's hacking us right now. He's in the chat room hacking us. He's rigging the election of the Kevin Holly Show right now because we are not sure who's going to replace Chuck when we fire him next, you know? Oh, did I just leak that? We're not going to fire Chuck next. I mean, we fired him, hire him back, fire him, hire him back, you know?
Well, I think he's pretty much quit, dude. I don't think I can hire somebody that's quit.
I don't understand.
I think he's resigned, or he wants to be a part of it. You know, he doesn't want to give up the privilege of being a charter member, I think. But he sure doesn't want any of the responsibilities of being a member.
He just wants to get laid.
Should we take back the orange jacket, green jacket?
Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know. I don't ever remember giving him one, but if we did, yeah, we should definitely probably take it back.
All right, breaking news on the Kevin Holly Show. We will be talking to Patrick Berge, PFC40book.com, in the third hour. You like that plug with a little burp action and a hiccup?
Yeah, and so who's calling in here soon?
That'd be Lisa London. Be calling in here shortly, hopefully. If she's not participating in the Day Without a Woman.
How do you spell her name?
Lisa, L-I-S-A, London, like the city, L-O-N-D-O-N.
That's a pretty common name, dude.
It's pretty hot, though, you know.
I can't find her.
I got it loaded up right here. Look on the monitor. There you go. See that? Want to see a picture of her? Boom. Yeah, we'll talk to her until she calls.
Okay,
We'll talk about her.
I got it.
Talk with her.
She was born in 1957.
I don't know. You don't want to say that,
Probably
Jay.
shouldn't say
What
that,
is
but if
wrong
we're
with
looking
you,
at her bio, dude, it's right there.
Do you have no couth about
I got
you?
her.
Okay.
She's hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Lisa London to the show. Lisa, how the hell are you? Hold on a second. Is it turned down? Yeah. There you are. Are you back? We're back. Lisa.
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
Hello. How are you guys?
Hi, Lisa. We're doing fantastic, and thank you for calling. We're really excited to talk to you. And, we've got Jaybird here in the studio, and we've got Pops. I don't know if you're familiar, but Pops is an 83-year-old Korean war vet. And Jaybird is, a bit of a pervert. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Jay.
My daddy was a Korean war vet.
Oh, how about that? All right.
Air Force. Yeah, Air Force.
Very nice.
He was a radar specialist.
Really?
My dad was in the Army, but that makes it, we have enough in common right now that I think we should discuss marriage.
That's awesome. Lisa London, everybody, live on the Kevin Holly Show. Thank you for calling in. Now, I've pulled up your bio here, and we've had a lot of celebrity interviews throughout the last couple of years on the show, and we always like to pull up the bio and just kind of get familiar with your work and things like that. And it says that you're not just a talented actress and an accomplished actress, but also a singer. And I wanted to kind of touch base with you on that because I don't know a whole heck of a lot. There's not a lot out there. You were in a female singing group, the Pinups. Is that correct?
I was. We were literally as famous as you could possibly be. I'm talking billboards all over the world, all over Sunset Boulevard. We debuted at like number 30 on the charts. We were on the Merv Griffin show. We did every single show you could imagine. I guess we're like that Andy Warhol thing about your 15 minutes of fame. But I mean, it was like you couldn't get any more famous than us. But it was one of those things that was kind of like a one-hit wonder in the U.S., but in Europe and Japan, everyone still knows who the Pinups are. And it was a German-based deal, even though it was an American deal. Our producers were German, so that kind of explains how hard it is to kind of Google us and find stuff. But it's out there, and our Facebook page has it all over.
All right, so Lisa, Kevin told you I'm a pervert. I'm a little off the side. I want to go right to Dickwad in 1994. I have not seen this, but it sounds like it's probably pretty freaking funny.
It is. It's fabulous. It's with Billy Campbell and Patrick Warburton. It was the first short that I ever starred in, and I've only done one other short, and that's called Finding Mama, and I actually was nominated for Best Actress at the New York International Film Festival for that. And it's women's. Simone Scott, all the kudos. She's the writer-director of Finding Mama, but it's interesting to have done only one short ages ago, and then I do another one last year, and it's kind of the life of an actor. You never know what's going to stick to the walls.
Yeah, that's kind of like our show. We just kind of throw whatever up and see what sticks,
Yeah. I also starred with the Potbelly Pig in Dickwad.
So, Jay, you do have something in common with her.
And he was the most brilliant little creature you could ever meet. He was just delicious. Pardon the pun. I actually didn't end up eating him.
You did or did not?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Lisa, if you knew how many times that same story's been told about me, it'd be amazing. So,
good. I'm glad.
Confessions of a Hollywood Bartender sounds pretty good too.
Yeah, that's something I'm really excited about. I've been getting some feedback right now that they're in negotiations that it's going to finally air. We did the pilot, and it's just a really brilliant, edgy kind of, I guess you'd kind of call it a black comedy mixed in with super drama. It's really hard to label, but it's...
We're losing our feet here? Are you still with us?
Lisa, are you there?
I think that's her connection because I'm live right here. We're still good. Lisa, can you hear us? We've lost Lisa London. Oh my God, where did she go? Oh, it hung up, man. It
That's
wasn't
the
us.
story of my life. Every time I get on the phone with a,
with a hot woman.
chick,
Yeah.
I lose my connection.
We lost her. Well, I didn't get like a chime in from her publicist or anything saying that she had to go, so we'll see if she calls us back here. She must have had a bad connection. Here we go. She's coming right back right now. Hey, Lisa, we lost you for a second. Welcome back.
Hey, that's so strange because I could hear you perfectly.
Oh, cool. I don't know what happened.
So where'd you lose me?
When you were talking about the
bartender.
Confessions of a Hollywood Bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to get sold any minute now, and then I'll have further info on all my sites and stuff. But again, it was created by a female named Natalie Sutherland. So I love that this International Women's Day, I can keep pitching all these girls.
There you go. Heck yeah. We love girls and women.
Yeah, I know. Aren't we? We're really good. We're essential.
So. Definitely. Well, before I get into what I know that we're definitely going to want to talk about, which is your newest endeavor, I want to talk about one of your first ones. And I'm not talking about, your involvement with CBS Radio and the Desert Sun newspaper when you were in high school, the Bob Hope Classic Girl and all that good stuff. But I wanted to talk about the movie Hots. I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't talk about the movie Hots. That's got to be one of the more popular movies that you're known for back in a while back.
It is. And it was my first film. And I starred in it. And it's the female version of Animal House. And it was nothing but a delight to shoot. And it's brought nothing but joy to everyone through the ages. And I'm proud to be in that cult classic. I absolutely am.
And I think that, the term cult classic is awesome because we're not as big of a show as we'd like to be yet. We're about 2 years into this, and a lot of the people that we interview are famous for cult classic movies, which is totally, totally cool. It really is. But I think the new movie that's coming out, Holy Terror, is going to become a cult classic at some point.
I think it is, too. I really think it is. It's kind of a modern twist on The Exorcist, and it's just written and shot beautifully, and I love working with Greg Hatanaka and Rich Mallory so much. This is going to be my third or fourth film with them, I think, and they have this beautiful vision, and the line is blurred now between indie films and big budget films. I mean, if something's good, and with all the ways you can view films, it's kind of blurred, and I'm just proud to be in all the stuff I'm in, no matter what you call it, A, B, indie, studio, whatever. They're all just labels anyway.
Now, this is going to debut on Netflix, am I right?
Amazon Prime.
Prime, that's right. Yeah, just as huge.
Yeah. And Amazon, it's huge. And Amazon Prime just won a bunch of Oscars, so I think we're doing real good with our Holy Terror.
I think it's going to be awesome. I watched the trailer. It's only 1 minute and 17 seconds long, which is perfect for a trailer. And it just teases you enough to be interested into it.
Good.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. It's on our Facebook page, too, so if anybody wants to check it out. Again, we're talking to Lisa London, a beautiful and talented actress here. The movie Holy Terror, coming out here. When is it coming out? In April?
April 13th.
April 13th, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Lisa, I think you're completely correct on the blurred line theory of different mediums of watching movies or television or series, things like that, shorts, whatever you want to call it. I think a lot of the people that I've interacted with lately are ready to get rid of their cable and get away from that and get into the Fire Sticks, the streaming.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
where it's at.
All the best stuff right now, I think, are on Netflix and Amazon Prime. I just met Billy Bob Thornton, and we were talking about how his Goliath is on Amazon Prime and what a delight it is to do something where people can eat it up, can like really get into it on their terms and watch it on their terms. I just think it's really cool.
You can watch it on demand. I mean, a lot of people like think of like truck drivers or people at the gym running the treadmill. You've got that downtime where you're exercising or you're resting in between jobs, and you don't have to go and sit in front of a TV and pay $150 a month for cable service. You can you pull it up on your tablet or your phone or your it's so much better to me. I think that's where the industry is really going. I really, really firmly believe that.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is.
So now,
streaming.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let me ask you this, and I might be wrong on this, but I caught wind. Is Vita Ghaffari in Holy Terror as well?
Yes, she is. We don't have any scenes together, but she's in it.
Awesome. We interviewed her about a year ago. She's one of our favorite people in the world. We love her.
I know.
Absolutely.
She's wonderful.
Totally
she's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah. That's amazing. It really is.
And Krista Bell is in it also. She's in Meatballs and a bunch of other things, but she's one of my best friends on the planet.
Cool.
And we've done a bunch of movies together. And then Mel Novak, who we love, is in it also.
Yep.
And some just wonderful new actors. Kelly Ryder plays my niece, and she's just a little delight.
What is the name of your character in the movie for everybody out there?
The name of my character is Janice. Aunt Janice. Yes.
Lisa, I like the fact that you were in a movie that actually is a little nickname that we have for Kevin around here, and it's called
Holy
Dick
Terror.
Little. Dick Little.
Oh, Dick Little. Yes.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
but actually,
I know.
it's backwards. We call him Little Dick, but
wow, Jay.
Yeah, I play a total white trash biker girl in that.
Nice.
It's so much fun.
That's right up Jay's alley, right there. It's
right?
Pretty much described all three of his ex-wives. Thank you.
Hey, those girls are interesting. They've got a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah. Well, they're cute too. You know, we've been
exactly.
Yeah.
And we wear really cute outfits.
Amazing. I put a picture up of you on our Facebook show page a while back, a few weeks ago or whatever, anticipating the interview here and having you on our show. And the amount of comments, mostly not just the amount of comments, but the content of the comments. I was a little embarrassed. I don't know if you saw all that, but I was like, oh my God.
Wait, what was it? Was it on your page or my page?
My page, yeah.
On your... Okay, so if I go to your page,
oh God, you might not want to. I mean, it'll be flattering at the least,
Wait, Which photo was it?
It was the photo of you in a, I want to say it was like a black low-cut T-shirt, maybe something like that.
Oh, yeah, that was, where that was taken? That was actually a publicity still for the Hollywood show Chicago, and it was my first time to Chicago. I've traveled all over the world, and I had never been to the great city of Chicago. And that was taken by a really famous celebrity photographer named Joe Archie. And yeah, it's a good shot.
It is, yeah. It was very popular.
It was meant to garner comments.
Okay, good. Like I said, I'm a little embarrassed, at some of our friends and fans and whatnot, but hey, it is pretty cool. I mean, flattering to say the least, I never get comments like that, In fact, I had a picture with a famous radio guy about a week and a half ago, and somebody saw it and commented that I looked like a cardboard cutout. It's like, really?
Well, that could be flattering.
I guess, I offered cash if somebody could actually create a cardboard cutout of me. I think that would be pretty cool.
Well, they actually did create a cardboard cutout of me when I was starring in the HBO commercials that Michael Bay directed me in. And there was this big 2-year campaign, and they literally cut out a huge life-size... I used to have photos of me standing next to it. It was pretty cool.
That's got to be awesome.
Is there possible I could find one of those on eBay for my bedroom at all?
Oh, my God.
I don't know. It was in all the malls, all over, it was literally all over America in every mall.
I would steal one if I found it.
I know. I wish I had it. I was my own paper doll.
That's awesome. Oh, my God. So, again, we're talking to Lisa London, a beautiful, talented actress, and the movie Holy Terror will be coming out April 13th. On Amazon Prime. Check out the trailer. You just simply type in Holy Terror trailer on YouTube. It's right there. It's the first one that pops up, 1 minute and 17 seconds long. I looked at it a few times, and I'm impressed. I really am.
Also check her out on imdb.com too.
Oh, for the full bio, sure.
It's outstanding.
Lisa, is there anything that you would like to plug besides this upcoming movie? Is there anything else going on?
I've got another film, also a scary movie, like a really creepy, scary movie. It's about creepy clowns. Really? It's loosely based on the news, with those people that were dressing up like clowns, and it's a really scary movie. Also, it was just screened at the Berlin Film Festival. It hasn't come out here yet. It's called Do You See Me? And I'm one of the stars of that, too.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I hate clowns.
It's directed by Corbin Timbrick, and it's Global Genesis Group produced it, and just a really cool group of people. And it's scary.
You mentioned...
I'm scared, and I'm in it.
You don't sound scary, though, but yeah, I can imagine. You mentioned Chicago. I grew up in Schaumburg, a northwest suburb outside of Chicago, and right around the same time that Charles Gacy was doing his thing up there, and we grew up hating clowns. It was the worst thing in the world, you know.
Exactly, right? They're so creepy.
Totally creepy.
I think everyone finds them creepy, yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Lisa. Do you like riddles?
It depends if they're trick riddles or not. I like ones that really have an answer.
Well, hold on a second. Pops here has a pretty good one here for you. Hold on. Here you go.
Okay.
It's not really a riddle, Lisa. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's a quiz. All it really takes is a one-word answer.
Okay.
You can hear me okay, right?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. What is it, Lisa, that gives me the most fantastic feeling of satisfaction during and after helping my female partner achieve a great one?
You're on the spot now, Lisa.
One word answer.
A smile.
Oh! What do you say to that, Pops?
Well,
wrong answer. You want to try another one?
No.
You want to know the answer?
I think she knows.
Yeah, I think she don't want to say.
You just don't want to say it? Hello?
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't hope we didn't lose her again.
She may not call back.
She could probably hear us. I can't hear her again, though. Lisa, are you there? Oh, she's going to hang up and call us back. Pops, you made her hang up. She must have a bad connection out there, you know. There she comes. Hold on.
Is she in California?
Yeah, sorry about that, Lisa. Are you back?
See, he said a terrible thing, so we were disconnected by karma.
I told you. Bad karma.
What's that?
She said you were disconnected by karma.
Oh. Well, anyhow, do you know why only 3 out of 10 women know the answer to that?
I have no idea.
Because 7 out of 10 men don't know the answer.
That is very, very true, I'm sure.
Pops tries, every time we have a female interview, he tries to get that riddle over on him and, tries to get you to say the big O word.
What it is, Lisa, at my age, all I've got left is memories.
Well, I hope they're all beautiful ones.
Quite a few, yes.
Good.
Oh, wow. All right, well, good try, Pops. Good try. Oh, my God. So Lisa London again here on the phone here. We're not going to take up too much of your time. But listen, thank you so much for calling into the show and
You're welcome.
Giving us a quick phoner. That's totally awesome. Again, the movie Holy Terror.
I like that. I give great phoner. I love that.
You actually do. Yeah, you really do. Holy crap. I'm speechless right now.
No. It's Holy Terror.
Holy Terror. Ladies and gentlemen, Holy Terror. Check out the official trailer.
Kevin's got too much of a phoner to even talk right now.
Oh, wow. Hey, Lisa, could I ask you a favor real quick?
Sure.
Could you maybe give us a quick promo? Like, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. This is Lisa London. Something like that, maybe?
Sure. Do you want me to say it right now?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay. Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Peace out.
I love that. I love
awesome.
it. Oh, my God.
Fantastic.
Lisa, thank you so much for calling into the show. And
You're welcome.
We're going to definitely plug the movie Holy Terror and give access for our listeners.
Much.
You're so welcome,
awesome.
yeah.
And if you could get me a link of the show, that would be awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll get on it tonight and send that right out to you. And all that good stuff. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you so very much. Have a beautiful night.
You as well. Good luck to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Holy crap. Lisa London, everybody. Wow. I mean, I could have went on for an hour with her, but...
Great interview, huh?
Yeah, she sounds delightful. Really, she does. I think the movie's going to be great. I'm going to pull up the trailer right now and just play a little audio from it. We don't have to play the whole... It's only a minute long. You want to play the whole thing? For everybody listening out there, why not? Here we go. Holy Terror, coming out April 13th, Amazon Prime.
Do you feel anything unusual in this house?
By unusual, do you mean do I sense any spirits?
That's her.
I think Joshua is trying to contact me. I think that he's still here.
Before we attempt this, there's something you both need to understand.
That's her again.
What we contact may not be your son. There's no way of knowing what we're dealing with until I initiate contact.
It's like they're performing an exorcism right now. Lisa London, Mel Novak, Vita Ghaffari. 3 people that have been on our show right here in this movie. How cool is that? And all the women in this movie are beautiful. Look at this. Holy terror, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
I think it's going to be fantastic. I really am excited to watch that. Yeah. Remember, we interviewed Lorene Landon almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And she was promoting the movie Sky with Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. Remember that?
Yeah.
Did you happen to watch that, Jay, on Netflix?
No.
Not yet. I did watch it right after it came out, like the week it came out. And I'll tell you what, it was actually a really good movie. It was a full-length, good-ass movie. And Lorene Landon had quite a few parts in that movie. She was one of the Vegas bunnies. They kind of took the one girl under her wing that basically... I don't want to give the whole movie away, but this woman was married and they went to Vegas, and they got drunk at a bar, and the husband became abusive in the hotel room, and she beat him with a lamp. Nice. And then she's on her own after that, and she meets Lorene Landon, a Vegas bunny, and Lorene takes her under her wing, and the movie goes on from there. The woman meets Norman Reedus. They fall in love. It's a pretty cool movie. It really is. There's a lot of twists and turns to it. Anyway, I'm digging it, man. I'm digging all this, like she said, Lisa London just said, there's a blurred line between what you want to call it, whether it's an indie film, an A film, a B film, whether it's something that's from a studio, something that's going mainstream, something that's streaming on Amazon or Netflix. I'm going to stand firm.
Something that's competing for awards from an Academy or something like that.
Yeah, and you think about how played out that's become. Although Amazon Prime, like you said, won a couple of Oscars or whatever, I think that's the new way to watch movies, man.
Absolutely, because I would rather help support somebody coming up. I would rather help.
Well, she's definitely not coming up. She's
talented.
She's established for sure, but I know what you're saying.
But, yeah.
I think it would probably be easier for somebody who's up and coming, like producer, writer, director David Maccabee that we had on the show a few weeks ago. For somebody like him who's very talented to get into the mainstream movie theater type, that costs a lot of money. But for him to make a short film and have it go live on streaming, different mediums like that, it's fantastic.
Let me give you an example, good example.
Please.
My favorite movie wouldn't have been made if the 2 mega stars that made it wouldn't have put up their salaries to guarantee that he wouldn't die before they completed it.
Well, what movie is this? I know you've got a bunch of favorites off the top of my head.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
The first one with Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier and Katharine Hepburn.
Look at the big brain on Jay, dude. Okay, I didn't know. I have no idea.
I've seen it like 50,000
I know.
times.
Hold on a second, though. Don't let me sell you short, Pops. I do know a lot about you, and you're one of my best friends in the world. I know your favorite breakfast is potato pancakes, and I also know your favorite song is Moon River.
My favorite meal is potato pancakes.
Okay. It is technically
What's
breakfast.
His favorite breakfast? No, it's not. That's a dinner.
Okay.
What's that?
That's a dinner. He thinks that's a breakfast.
Okay.
Potato pancakes is not a breakfast.
Okay.
What's his favorite breakfast?
Poor man's Bloody Mary.
Mexican omelet.
A Mexican omelet. I don't know him as well as you.
No. Well, I got to say, Jay knows more about me than I do anymore.
That's pretty cool.
What color underwear is he wearing, Kevin?
He's not. He's freeballing.
Nice. Okay, you got that one.
Thank you.
Figured he'd have his nut region figured out already.
I got his butt region figured out, too. Thank you. All right.
I'll bet you don't know his favorite woman's track team.
The Cunning Runts? Woo! I got it! Aha! I got it! Thank you. Any more? I'm like 4 for 4, dude.
What's his favorite podcast?
The Hoppy Hour.
The Kevin Parting Show.
The Kevin Polly Show.
Or is it the Kevin Polly Show? I don't remember.
Let him answer that. What's your favorite podcast? We're not a podcast. We are
Kevin
an internet.
Hardley Show.
Dude, we're not a podcast. There's no Apple anything in here. We're not broadcasting off a cell phone. We've got a real studio on the third floor of the dump tower. Yeah, come on.
What is this?
This is an internet radio show. We are syndicated worldwide on the IRN Internet Radio Network. We're also on TuneIn if you want to check out the Kevin Holly Show on your TuneIn app. Also, you can check out our replays and live broadcasts on Spreaker, as well as Stitcher, iTunes, Mixler, and did I miss any? What else? The IRN?
Facebook. You can go on Facebook.
Oh, watch our Facebook Live if you want to see the studio and all that good stuff. Yeah, we do that. You want a Facebook Live real quick before the break?
No.
Okay. Should we take our break?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final break, and we'll come back with the third hour. I think we should play the Pyramid Game, man.
I don't know, man. We have 2 phone calls. Got Patchett Crazy and
That's
Chuck.
true. Yeah, we might not play the Pyramid Game. We'll see.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt. Take a break. It wouldn't hurt for taking a break.
Unless I play it on you with things I give you.
That would be awesome. I love when Pops plays on me. All right.
Guess what that was?
Pops is coughed up tougher shit than you, Jay. All right, well, that was my glasses on the microphone. Jesus, dude. It's so small in here. I'm bumping into stuff. All right, we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show. Thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you, to Lisa London. I almost called her Lorraine Landon. God, 2 beautiful women right there. How lucky are we to have such awesome, beautiful actresses calling on our show, dude? You know, we should probably give a shout-out to the Williamson Management Group, who we work side to side with Joe Williamson every once in a while. He's an awesome guy, man. Can't thank him enough for his insight on our show. That being said, we'll be right back.
I wish you should kick out some funds and send them down here to Florida for a little vacation so they could do the whole 3 hours live with us. Bro.
I would love to have Joe in studio with us.
Joe?
You're talking about Lisa and Lorene?
Yes.
And Vita? Yeah, that'd be great,
No
too.
offense, Joe. I mean, I love you and all, but, you know, it's already a sausage fest over here, so...
It's a dude ranch, man. Come on. Don't call it a sausage fest. That's gross. All right, we'll be right back with the final third hour of the Kevin Holly Show. Thank you for listening. We'll be right back, everybody. Wait, here we go.
In the river.
Whoa, I'm starting that over, dude. I'm starting that over. Because this is one of my favorite promos ever on the Kevin Holly Show. When we go to break, I love to play this. You know why? Because it's my 9-year-old daughter. Here we go.
It's worse than throwing cats in the river.
It's the Kevin Holly Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network.
This podcast coming straight from the underground. A young wigger got a bag 'cause I'm not brown. And I'm the other color, so my co-hosts think they have the authority to talk for the majority. Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one for a homeless motherfucker with a mic and some puns to be beaten on. He's really pale, he can go blow Joe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me, 'cause I'm a broadcaster. With the co-host who's drunk and plastered. Jay's sitting in his car, listening to a podcast, thinking every wigger is busting a podcast. You never see me in the pen or Pop's Jim Nall walking Chuck's dogs. Beat a podcast out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter and keep homeless Chuck away from your daughter. I don't know if Jay's a fag or what, patting Kevin down and showing his nuts, and on the other hand, homeless Chuck, he never gets none, not from a black or a white woman, 'cause he falls down on the street top. Homeless Chuck solicits sex from a black cop. Jaybird will swarm on any motherfucker with a gold microphone. Just because I'm from Newport Richie, punk podcasts are afraid of me. A young wigger on a warpath, and when I'm finished, it's gonna be my podcast with Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Jay. Yo, Jay, I got something to say. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Yeah, fuck this podcast. Fuck you, Camden. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, homeless Chuck. What's up, Pops? Yeah. What's up, Pops? Yeah. Fuck this podcast.
Oh, wait. Hello? Hello? Is this a mic? Is this mic on? Hello? Is anybody here? Is this mic working? Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Hello? Anybody out there? Muy bien, como va? Arrivederci. Hello. I said, is anybody here? Nobody's listening to me. I don't know if this thing is on. Hello. I'm trying to call the Kevin Holly Show. Hello. Nobody's answering. Son of a bitch. Nobody's listening to me. Anyways. Well, I tried to call you, Kevin, and, you didn't pick up the phone. So I guess nobody's listening. Nobody cares. That's right. Nobody cares. Anyways, call me back, Kevin. Hello.
Homeless Chuck needs a room. If you've got one for rent, call him at the Kevin Holly Show.
I'll be homeless for Christmas. You can't plan on me. Please have crack and missile blow and presents for me. Christmas Eve won't find me where the strip club light gleams. I'll be homeless for Christmas, if only in Chuck's dreams. I'll be homeless on Christmas. You can't plan on me. Please have blow and Heineken Light and presents on your tree. Merry Christmas, everybody. Christmas Eve won't find me where the stripper pole light gleams. I'll be homeless for Christmas. Homeless Chuck doesn't dream. Woo! I'll be homeless for Christmas. You can't plan on me. Please have blow and mistletoe. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I love you. Good night. Thank you. We're done here. Turn it off.
Oh, and you're done listening to the Hoppy Hope.
I think it's Hoppy. Hoppy?
When you're done listening to Hop Along Hoppy Show.
Hop Along Hoppy? Hoppy Hour. Show. Hoppy Hour. Happy Hour? Hoppy.
What?
Hoppy.
When you finish spanking it to that Hoppy Guys show, you should get some Kleenex and then maybe drop your cocks and grab your socks for the Kevin Holly Show on the IRN.
These feelings are her that I can't contain, like a bottle of ceremonial champagne. And all I can think is when she's around is how much it makes my world go round. How much I never want to see you frown, and I'll feel this way till I'm dead in the ground. Girl, don't you know what you do to me? Give air to my lungs and a reason to see. Fire side that can only be fueled by passion, and you hold the key. Hope you know that when you walk away, that really deep down I'd wish you stay. Wanna be around you every day, and you take my heart straight away. Remember the night that I took that chance, and I asked the girl if I could have that dance. Eyes of hers had me in a trance. I knew what we had was a genuine romance. Not even 18, but it just feels right. One day we'll call this girl my wife. No chance for her, we're about to take flight. I will never forget this perfect night with you. Never made it to the crossroads of the two paths that you have chose. You made it seem like the best way was honesty, but now it seems like all you bring is tragedy. Desperation has made you weak. The accusations has reached its peak. A demonstration is what we need for clarification of your selfish greed. Go and try to find a way to bring tomorrow back today. This isn't over, just begun to show the world what you've done. Step down from your crooked throne. You had your chance and now you're being overthrown. We fought your battles and we lost some friends along the way, but now we stand together to say we will no longer obey. You will no longer control me. You will no longer make me see. You will no longer make me believe that you choose to live honestly. Desperation has made you weak. The accusations has reached its peak. A demonstration is what we need for clarification of your selfish greed. Go and try to find a way to bring tomorrow back today. This isn't over, just begun to show the world what you've done. Go and try to find a way to bring tomorrow back today. This isn't over, just begun to show the world what you've done.
This girl tried to kill me. She didn't use a gun or a knife. This girl tried to kill me. Took me within an inch of my life. Now, I ain't no sucker on no weak tip, but let me tell you, she was on some motherfucking sex trip. Took me to a crib that night. Leather and spice. Broke out the rope and the dope strobe light and started bugging. Lighting candles all over the room. Then she did a backflip. Land on my dick. I knew that I would be dead soon. this one. My chick was hotter than a bulletproof vest. She started pouring baby oil in her chest. And then she said, gimme, gimme, gimme. Jumped on my Jimmy and rode me like the Wild West. I almost passed out. Then the front door code bust in. It was a fucking husband, 6'10". I knew my life was soon in. Homeboy tried to kill me. He didn't use a bomb or gun. Homeboy tried to kill me. Yo, nowhere to run. Homeboy tried to kill me. He didn't use a gun or a knife. Homeboy tried to kill me. 'Cause he had caught me fucking his wife, yo.
More news, more talk, more fat girls. It's the Kevin Holly Show.
Hey Jack, what's happening?
I don't know.
Well, rumor around town says you might be thinking about going down to the shore.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down to the shore.
What are you gonna do down there?
I don't know. Play some video games, buy some Def Leppard t-shirts.
Don't forget your Motley Crue t-shirt. You know, all proceeds go to get their lead singer out of jail.
Uh-huh.
Can't wait to go down. Hey, we gonna check out the sandbar while you're down there?
What's the sandbar?
That's a place that lets 16-year-old kids drink.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, hey, guess who's gonna be there?
Who?
My favorite cover band, Crystal Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they do a door show. You'd be really impressed. In fact, it goes a little like this. Love me 2 times, baby. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. 'Cause I got 8. Love me 2 times, baby. Once for tomorrow. Once 'cause I got AIDS. Pretty good Jim Morrison impression there. I hope those guys have a good sense of humor and don't take us into court.
What's the court?
Never mind that. The important thing
You mean
here,
the people's court?
No, that's another story. The important thing here is that we get to the part where you ask me how I'm going to get down to the shore.
Oh, how you getting down to the shore?
Funny you should ask. I've got a car now.
Oh, wow. How'd you get a car?
Oh, my folks drove it up here from the Bahamas.
You're kidding.
It must be. The Bahamas are islands. Okay, the important thing here is that you asked me what kind of car it is.
What kind of car do you got?
I've got a bitchin' Camaro.
Bitchin' Camaro, bitchin' Camaro. I ran over my neighbor. Bitchin' Camaro, bitchin' Camaro. Now I'm in all the papers. My folks bought me a bitchin' Camaro with no insurance to match. So if I happen to run you down, please don't leave a scratch. I ran over some old lady one night at the county fair, and I didn't get arrested because my dad's a mayor. Bitchin' Camaro, bitchin' Camaro. Donuts on your lawn. Bitchin' Camaro, bitchin' Camaro. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. When I drive past the kids, they all spit and cuss. 'Cause I've got a bitchin' Camaro and they have to ride the bus. So you better get out of my way when I come through your yard. 'Cause I've got a bitchin' Camaro and an Exxon credit card. Bitchin' Camaro, bitchin' Camaro. Hey man, where you headed? Bitchin' Camaro, bitchin' Camaro. I'm drunk on unleaded.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Knock, knock, Jay.
Who's there, Kevin?
Little Boy Blue.
Yeah, he blew me too.
What? Gross, dude.
Knock, knock, Kevin.
The answer was Michael Jackson. Yes, who's there, Pops?
Rock.
Rock?
Yeah.
Rock who?
Rock you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show. Oh, yeah. All right, we are back live. This is the 3rd hour. And Pops' jokes are So old. The last time I heard him, I fell off my dinosaur. Thank you. What's up, Pops? I'm just playing, man. Kidding.
Oh, you just pissed him off, dude.
I know he's.
You're done now.
He's not mad. I can feel the vibe between me and Pops tonight. We have a good vibe going tonight.
I think because Chuck's not here, he's going to get angry at somebody.
It's going to be me.
He spends enough time being angry at me all week long that it's just going to be you today.
I probably deserve it, man.
I'm not angry at anybody.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay, was that Kevin, Pops, or me?
Couldn't be you. He's still doing it. And it can't be me because I said him. Anyway. Jaybird. Who do you want to call first, man? We got 2 calls in the third hour here. We're going to skip the pyramid game unless the calls suck.
We got to make them quick. We got to make them, skip the pyramid for a week, man.
For a week, it's been 2.
I'm going to get Homeless Chuck on the phone.
Get Homeless Chuck on the phone. Here, plug her in, man.
All right. We'll have to cut him off. If not, we could always just play over him and then do the next.
Just like
exactly.
This. All right,
Chuckster. He might not answer anyway, so he'll answer, and then he won't answer. We'll get into our next phone call, and then he'll call back as we get into the other.
He'll send us like 9 messages in a row. All right, Homeless Chuck. Where could he be? This is the segment we call Finding Homeless Chuck. Where could he be? Where's Homeless Chuck? Homeless Chuck, if you're out there.
He ain't gonna answer, dude.
He's probably sleeping outside somewhere.
He's probably chasing his dog.
Greetings, this is Charles. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
From there.
Maybe,
Can we leave a message still? Did I mess that up?
I don't know. It's still on.
Oh, yeah, we're still there.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Chuck, man. You blew your opportunity to be on the air this week, so we're just letting you know that you're not getting paid. Sorry. I know you're probably pretty much counting on that check from the Kevin Holly show this week, but we tried to call you, so now we're going on to the next interviewee. So, sorry, Chuck. Anybody want to say anything to Chuck? Pops,
sorry about your luck, Chuck.
Would you like to tell Chuck how much you miss him?
Oh yeah, Chuck. Really wish you were here so you could interrupt me and get me pissed off.
Oh wow!
I really feel hurt that you're not here.
All right, so
thank you.
There we go. We tried Homeless Chuck, man.
All right, should we try Pat Shit Crazy?
Yes.
What if they're together, like doing butt stuff, and Pat doesn't answer? If he doesn't answer, we know what's up.
We know what's up, definitely. How much you want to bet that Chuck's calling back in like 2 minutes?
You guys know what you guys know what assume does, don't you?
Makes an ass out of you and me, right?
Yeah.
I should have waited another second for that delayed joke drum. Oh, Pops, you're on fire tonight, really. What is it? Pops, you're on a roll.
Yeah.
That's why you've got butter on your pants. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to call Pat Shit Crazy.
Kevin, that's not butter. Just so you know.
It's just pre-cum. Hey,
He's got a lot of time on his hands and a lot of other things in his hands. So.
It is what it is. I mean, what are you going to do?
It's not butter, Kevin.
It's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter. You know? I mean, Jay, a broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't do those, man. I'm not good at that.
Oh, son of a bitch, man. You just keep them coming. Like, you know.
A blind chicken pecking the ground always gets a seed once in a while.
There you go, man.
All right.
Sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Pops makes it to the toilet twice a day.
Hey, every dog has his day, you know? And a 2 in the bush is worth 1 in the feather or something, right? Anyway.
You've been practicing, man. You just threw this on me, and I'm like, already like 5 drinks in, and you're like, hey, let's just do this.
You had 5 drinks?
Yes.
Where are all the drinks, man? Pops and I are sharing the last beer, and there was only like 3 in there to begin with.
I've had 3 before I left the house and 2 here.
Oh, man. So you're going to have another... You know, what if we called an Uber and Patrick showed up with Chuck in the car? All right, let's go ahead and call Pat Shit Crazy right now. It's one of our listeners, and supporter of the Kevin Holly Show, also the author of the PFC40book.com, also the host of The Voice of the Veteran. He is a new
Hey, how's it going, guys?
radio host. Hey, Pat, what's happening, buddy?
Oh, not a lot. I'm actually at the Dunkin' Donuts charging up my car right now.
Is there any way you could take us off Bluetooth so we can hear you better?
Really? You can't hear me very good? Hold on one second.
All right. Radio 101, this guy's new.
This guy's lazy.
All right, that's much better. So, Pat, we were trying to get into the whole CIA leak deal, and Jay brought it up, and you brought it up earlier today in the chat room. Let's get right into it, man.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. One of the nice things about Bluetooth is it allows me to actually look at my phone while I'm talking to you, because I got a bunch of stuff on there. I don't know if you've been following what I've been throwing out there, but it's just been, you look for 5 seconds and you see so much, and so I'm just throwing it out there. When it with from the Vault 7, what I'm referring to from the Vault 7 WikiLeaks thing. One thing I'd like to point out real quick, though, before you say, hey, you're just throwing WikiLeaks stuff out there. Dude, within minutes of this hitting the internet, there were thousands and thousands of analysts from China, Russia, everywhere devouring this stuff. So it's not like you're going to say something or do something that's going to, pose a national security threat at this point, right? The horse is out of the barn.
The horse is out of the barn, Jay.
Horse is out of the barn, man.
The eagle has landed.
Rabbits hump like a rabbit.
Oh, man. Pops, by the way, you can chime in anytime you want. You're on the phone, Pops, with us, just so you know. You don't have to lean into it. He can hear you. Yeah,
I know.
Okay, just making sure, because we got new technology in the studio tonight. We added a microphone for the phone here.
Hey, because I got Pops on the line here, and I cannot get Kevin to, ask and answer the question. Hey, Pops, will you do the Veterans History Project interview for me?
Oh, here we go.
Not until you and I sit down and talk beforehand.
Well, I can work that out, no problem.
Yeah, well, that's...
You're not going to like what Pops has to say is where he's going with that, probably.
Well, I don't know.
He might not even know what it's about, so we'll show him what the paperwork is. It's from the Library of Congress. There's, simple, just questions. Just talk about your experience, your combat experience. That's all it is. And then what we'll do is we'll package it up. We'll send it off to the Library of Congress, and they archive it. So, historians can check it out.
Family, I think Pat, he might be cool. He might be a little bit more nervous that we got a lot of black helicopters flying over the studio now.
No.
Well, he ain't afraid of nothing, man.
It's just that I don't really have a lot of my experience that I want to talk about. When I want to talk about the military, it's that I'd like to get a bunch of troops out of the 140 countries we've got them scattered in. And as far as Korea and what we're doing there, that's now I understand why we're there, but we shouldn't be there. We shouldn't have been there for the last 50 years.
Well, let's not give away the entire interview, Sorry to interrupt you.
I totally agree with him right there.
And
we spend
a lot of. Did you know who Joe McCarthy was?
Before my time. Although he wasn't the guy from the Beatles, was he?
What? You don't know who Joe McCarthy was, right?
Before my time, Pops.
Well, he was a senator from the state of Wisconsin back in the 50s.
All right.
And he was a communist hunter, and he really hooked up a lot of very innocent people by his witch hunts for anybody that ever had anything to do with the Communist Party. He ruined a lot of good people. And I remember what really put him down was, I forget the guy's name, but the guy was military, and he was challenging this guy. And I remember my uncle, who was an old Danish guy, he came from Denmark when he was a young kid with a dime in his pocket, and he died at 70 years old with an estate of $750,000. So he wasn't a dummy. I mean, this is back. He died in the 70s, early 70s. But he said to me, I was and probably still in my teens, but he said McCarthy's going to beat his Waterloo because he's taking on the United States Army. And sure enough, he did, and that's what put him down. And in a way, it was good it happened. But you're playing with a mighty, potent, powerful thing, and like I say, what I'd like to do is I would like to decrease it. I believe that we should have a strong military, just like right now. I heard tonight that somebody was talking to an Air Force guy that they used to have 200 planes ready for what any mission they had to do. Now they've got 100 planes that most of them aren't even in good condition, and a lot of the technicians that take care of them are overworked, underpaid, and our military is in such disarray that and we need to spend so many things in so many areas that we damn sure don't need troops. We damn sure don't need to be sticking our nose in everybody else's business.
I like the fact that we, I totally agree. I like the fact that we just purchased like 10 aircraft carriers that we're going to build. I like the aircraft carriers because you can put a ton of force anywhere you want, anytime you want, anywhere on the planet. Well, I worked when I was in Korea. I was doing the USFK, the transformation, and it was a $10 billion project to move everything from Seoul to Pyeongtaek. Right?
Yeah.
Pyeongtaek is about an hour south, 45 minutes to an hour south of Seoul. Right?
As long as hey,
unbelievable.
How long were you in Korea?
About 5 years.
5 years. And you had made 240 and 180 in Afghanistan and Iraq. How much did you make while you were in Korea?
I was doing about 120. They were giving me almost 40,000 just for housing.
Yeah. What?
It's just insane.
Yeah. I would be laughing except that I had been paying some of the taxes that supported that shit.
You know? Hey, you know what?
I can laugh because the whole time I was there, I was tax exempt. I wasn't even paying tax.
But it pops. Now, hear me on this one. If you look at Pat's book, and now he's giggling, we're laughing and everything, and Pops is being serious about this. In the book, Patrick, you mentioned, and this is the PFC, the 40-year-old private, pfc40book.com. I'm giving you a plug there, Pat. You owe me $8 for that. But anyway.
Nice. If you like a clickbait thing.
Yeah, nice. It's better than clickbait. But if you look at the book, Patrick literally says that there's a whole section of his book, it's like part 3 of it, the wasteful spending in the Department of Defense and the contracting and how bad it was. That's why he's laughing about it, Pops, because
absolutely.
He took that money and he thinks that it's a waste. And how could he get that kind of money when real soldiers that aren't working contracts but are actually in combat, which he did, they're getting like $2,000 a month. He's getting $40,000 a month for housing. They're in the same place.
My question is, why did you leave Korea?
Why did I leave Korea?
Why did you let that thing go? You had a wife there too, didn't you?
Well, that's a different story for a different episode. The women.
Yeah. Well,
that's Korea.
That's what is? You see, these are some questions.
That's a different story. Let's talk about something safe like the CIA.
Like my record and my record when I was in Korea. You know, you kind of remind me of our young our Danny B. He was telling me that he wanted to get some tattoos on his chest. I said, tattoos of what? There's 5 guys that he saw get killed. Come to find out, one of them was a guy that shot himself. But I said, hey, Danny, don't tattoo 5 names of guys. I says, as you grow older, you forget those names. You forget those names on the good days. The only time you remember them is in the bad days.
That's great advice for tattoos, Pops.
Well, especially if what he said is true, that these are guys that got killed in combat.
Well, why else would he do it? Yeah, I'm sure it's true.
I mean, but I damn sure there are names.
I don't know though. If you go down to the beach and you got five guys,
there are names. There are names.
People are gonna
there are names that I will never forget. But I damn sure don't want them tattooed on me, and I damn sure don't want their names in the Library of Congress. Although, maybe they should be there. But if they would keep it happening to anybody else, then that would be fine. But what I got to say wouldn't help in any way.
I was going to get like a Kevin Holly Show tramp stamp. I was really thinking about that.
You probably should do that. Or just like a bullseye, like a target, right above. You know what I mean? With the Kevin Holly Show around it. Jaybird, what's up?
I've got a tattoo of Kevin on my inner thigh, and every time I masturbate, I just shoot right off on it.
That's I'm humbled. I'm humbled, man. Thank you.
And then one of the dogs. Then he's got one of the dogs comes and licks it off.
Dick for dinner,
dude. Pops. That was totally disgusting. I do not.
Was the what's the dog's name?
I save it and I wipe it on the tablecloth here at the shop. Just deposit. There's some of it.
That's true. Take a picture. Tweet that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of love, Kev. That's a lot of love.
I know. I'm flattered. I really am. I'm flabbergasted right now. Is that even a word for real? I don't even know.
Yeah, it is.
The Kevin Holly Show is getting very deep with Patrick Berge, Patrick Crazy, here on the line here. Pops, can you give me a pukey radio voice like, hey, we're going to talk to Pat Berge real quick here on the Kevin Holly Show. Can you do something like that for me, Pops? Come on.
What?
That was beautiful.
Never mind.
Float off the tongue.
I was just asking Pops, if you could be like, hey, after this on the Kevin Holly Show, we're going to play some music. We're going to play a little sounds of the 70s.
So let me finish this story real quick that I started with the Pyeongtaek.
When did you start a story?
I did like freaking 5 minutes ago.
Did you say Beyonce?
No.
All right, tell your fucking story.
Actually, though, let's go back to Jay's thing with the CIA thing.
I'll
drift forever, man. I'll one rabbit hole.
Well, if you think about it, last week on the Voice of the Veteran, we were talking about IIA and how countries are creating almost like a call center where their operatives are creating fake social media. Maybe one guy could have like 20 accounts, and then you got 100 guys doing the same thing. You'd have 2,000 operatives with fake social media accounts. Influencing elections, arguing about this or that in Facebook posts and rants and Twitter.
I mean, exactly. Theoretically, you could do anything with it, right?
Which just happened a week later.
Yeah, so it comes out with the alleged leaked documents. I'm sure it really didn't happen, but with and it wasn't just documents. It was malware. It was everything. Oh, it was. It's. If you want to, the equivalent of what just happened for national security would be like having terrorists literally steal 4 nuclear weapons and several million pounds of plastic explosives to make smaller bombs with.
Do you think
that's the equivalent of what just happened to our country?
Do you think that the CIA is a bigger threat to our national security than the FBI?
Well, the question would be, do you think it's a bigger threat than the NSA? Because they sort of do, it's sort of a little bit different there. But no, the CIA, they I don't know. I don't fully trust them. And I'm saying this because look what's happened with the political climate that we have right now.
You trust the FBI?
Politics. Do I trust the FBI?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, yes.
Oh.
I don't really trust the leadership of these organizations. The people at the very top, I don't trust.
The leadership just announced that he's going to stay there for 6.5 years. His contract is up then.
Well, that's
you didn't know You didn't know.
They're doing a bang-up job.
You didn't know. Yeah, sure. You
It's not. It's a new guy there, though. Now,
you didn't know. No, he's not a new guy there.
Are they keeping the same guy on?
Well, he just said he had a 10-year. He had a 10-year deal. He said he's going to stay for the 6.5 years he's got to go.
Is this the NFL Combine we're talking about?
No, we have James Comey's James Comey is tenured for 10 years. He's been on the job about 3.5 years. We have a new CIA director who's just coming in right now.
But
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know who J. Edgar Hoover was, right?
Sure. Yeah. You know.
I mean,
exactly.
You didn't know Joe McCarthy, but I figure you know J. Edgar Hoover.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Hoover from the FBI.
Yeah, you know, 5 presidents wanted to get rid of
the guy with the dresses.
5 presidents wanted to get rid of him, but they couldn't do it because he had so much goods on him that they were afraid to even try.
And nobody ever bothered to check his closet.
Well, he
they could have turned it around on him pretty damn quick.
Nobody wanted to ever think about checking on him because he had the goods on everybody that walked.
What about Michelle Obama? Nobody checked his closet.
You know, if the WikiLeaks guys only released 1% of the documents that he has, he's got a lot of shit on a lot of people.
You know what really gets me? You know what really gets me, dude?
There are a lot of people with a lot of...
Patrick, this is what really gets me is the DNC was corrupted, right? They basically got who arguably would have won the Democrat vote, maybe the presidency, in Bernie Sanders. They pushed him out, and it was real. It really happened. It wasn't the Russians that did that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It was totally just it was an organized hit.
Yeah, and then you think about like what's happening in the news right now, and everyone's saying for weeks that the Russians this, the Russians that. All of a sudden, they're saying now that they potentially weren't Russians. They could have been anybody. Did you know that you can do this and that? Basically, IA stuff.
Tweet? Did you see the tweet that I made earlier? Well, there were a bunch of them, but I think I sent that one to you specifically.
Yeah, you tagged me. Yeah.
It talked about how
now I'm on a watch list. Thanks.
It talked about how the CIA made their malware to look like the Russians, right? And you and I were talking about that like last week or a week before.
Yeah.
How people will use false flags, but not just that. The Russians are so notorious because of it's called the RBN, the Russian Business Network. And it's where 95% of really all malware and viruses really have come from over the last, I think, couple decades now. All right,
mm-hmm.
So they've earned this reputation of, well, if it's a hacking job, it's probably Russian. Well, it's not necessarily Russian because all the different countries use the RBN. So it's going to appear to be Russian because you're going to have a lot of Russian proxy servers and such. But it could be anybody from anywhere. Now, when they make the malware, when the CIA was developing these applications, they designed them very carefully to look like they were made by Russians. So that if they do something, they can do it under a false flag and blame the Russians.
Go back a second here. When you say virtually anywhere or anybody, potentially the United States of America.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Right?
And all these people are arguing.
The more that I think about it, and the more animosity you see between like the CIA and the new president we have.
Sure.
Do I think I immediately jump to the CIA now. Now, the CIA would actually easily work this project with Israel, because my original thinking was Israel because they benefited so much from it, right? More than anybody else initially. And a lot of other smaller reasons, but that's sort of what initially led me to it. But you see so many things. There's one email that I found in there that was from one of the CIA guys, and he was talking about he was posting an article that a news company did about Trump thinking to run or deciding not to run back in 2012, and he wrote something, and then he put after that he was like praise Allah, right? And I'm like, holy shit! you got this guy in the CIA going praise Allah because Trump decided not to run.
All right, so what about NASA, man? You think we should be funding NASA? I mean, really, do you think we're going to ever...
That's not my thing. Well,
Are we ever going to...
I was just over at NASA looking to watch a rocket go off, but it didn't go off.
Yeah, that's really great, man. That's fun.
Cool story, bro. Make me a sandwich because it's Women's Day.
Listen.
Nobody's making me a goddamn sandwich.
Listen, does anybody here know the real figures on what we spend on NASA as a society to colonize Mars? And I mean, granted, it makes a lot of jobs and stuff. Probably a lot of those are scientists from other countries that are getting paid by taxpayers.
A lot of technology comes from it.
Let Elon Musk do that shit. Stop funding it from our taxpayers. That's kind of,
problem there. Although Elon Musk, I went to see his rocket take off the other day, and it didn't take off.
Well, how many NASA rockets?
That was probably more exciting. Did it blow up?
No, it just didn't do anything. Everybody turned around and left, and I got stuck in a traffic jam.
Now, what happens when
Did you Uber anybody out of the traffic jam?
Yeah, did you Uber anybody while you were sitting there?
No, I was heading over to the the Trump thing over in
Melbourne,
over by there,
Orlando.
Melbourne, yeah, absolutely.
I went to a rally.
That was interesting.
That was actually the Gay Pride Parade, Jay. That wasn't a rally.
Yeah. Well,
No, you're right. Trump wasn't at that. I'm sorry. Never mind.
No, seriously though, what happens if you're in an electric car, like you drive, Pat, and you're in a traffic jam and it's unexpected, but you can't just turn it off because you have to keep moving slowly, What happens if you just... Aren't you afraid?
Moving slowly, I can go for freaking ever.
Do you have like a solar panel that can charge that thing?
No, it doesn't need to though. When you go fast, when I move slow, I could sit in a traffic jam for 5-6 hours, even if I only had like 20 miles range left.
What happens if you have to take a poop?
If I have to take a poop,
it's just like any other car.
You're in a traffic jam.
Yes.
What do, man? You freaking, just pull off the road and run off into the woods. I'm guessing, and I haven't ran into that problem yet.
I know a dude that had to poop in high school on the way to like homecoming or on the way back or whatever, and he pooped. He had a
dude that had a poop in high school. Yeah. I know a whole bunch of them that had to.
He had a dish rack of all things in the back seat of his Monte Carlo, and he pulled up down his pants and his jacket off, because he was dressed for like a prom or whatever, and he sat
jacking off.
No, he sat on top of the dish rack like a toilet seat and pooped out of like a towel, and like wrapped it all up and threw it out. It's genius, man. Saying
if you got to poop bad enough, you'll find a way to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
How bad is this last hour went? We went all the way from talking to a beautiful actress named Lisa London, who I'm totally in love with, to now going into poop conversations, man. What happened?
Well, it's all Pat's fault.
We were actually talking about really breaking news that probably very few people on this planet even know yet. But no, the poop story is much more interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Finally, somebody.
I want Lisa London to call.
We're much more able to handle that.
No, back to the Russians. All right.
No, man.
Yes.
No. They're not even Russian.
Well, that's my point. We designed the software.
They're slow.
To make it look like Russians. Everybody designs the software to make it look like Russians. The only people that don't design the software to make it look like Russians are the freaking Russians, because they don't want it to look like them.
To catch-22.
So if it looks like it's coming from the Russians, it's not coming from the freaking Russians. And I've been trying to tell people that for as long as you can, forever, right, Kevin?
I know. That's what's hilarious about it.
If it looks like it's coming from the Russians, they're not going to make it look like it's coming from the Russians. They can so easily mask it. Everybody can.
I got to tell you, there's this little Russian girl that I work with at the restaurant. And she's like way too young for me, so I can talk about her. And if anybody's listening, I'm not a weirdo. But she's from Siberia, and she's got like a Chinese look, but she's totally white. And she's got a cute little accent, and she's just like a little spinner. If I was like 2 years younger, I would totally be all over this. Well, no, if I was like 20 years younger, I would totally be all over. But
Jay's got Rosetta
those little
Stone.
Russian Siberian girls are cute.
Jay.
Yes.
Next time you see her, say this to her. Say, Yahachu Kiska.
Yahachu Chiska?
Yahachu Kiska.
Yahaju cheesecake.
All right.
No.
Yeah, she's probably going to give me a slice of cheesecake if I say that.
Oh, my God. She will love you. It's the most sweetest thing.
I'm calling bullshit right now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah. Listen, dude, I know. I'll look it up.
It means this.
Fuck you.
Hey, Patrick.
She'd probably jump across
Hey,
it.
Patrick. You were in Korea 5 years. You know
Yes.
what Nanun Shangshinu Shralang Hamnida means?
So how many da? Kamsamida? And like hello, thank you.
No, you don't know.
Kamsamida.
How do the Koreans say American?
Hold on, don't me pao goon, me gook. Me gook.
Poppus, is he right or what?
Migook is right.
Oh, okay. Hey, Patrick, what do you call two Vietnamese cousins driving an orange Dodge Challenger?
Two Vietnamese cousins driving, male or female?
Dukes of Hazzard.
The males. It's the Gooks of Hazard. Thank you.
The Gooks of Hazard. I needed more information.
The delayed joke drum on that one, dude. All right, Pat, we're going to let you go, man. We're going to finish up our show. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Shit Crazy, Patrick Berge.
Hey, make sure they tune in tomorrow because we are going to go over this stuff. I've
about that.
found
Yeah.
so much information.
I got to wash my hair.
You've got no hair.
I am quite hairless. Yeah, it's weird.
No, you have beautiful hair.
Oh,
It's
thank
flowing.
you. Yeah.
It's absolutely just magical.
He has to shave
So,
his back.
tomorrow, 8 o'clock. It's going to be good.
Live, 8 o'clock. The
gonna be
voice
good.
of the veteran. All right. Patrick Berge.
Talk to you later, guys.
See you.
See you, Pat. Thank you.
All right, so that was cool. Should we try Chuck again?
Yeah, now.
Why not? No, we only got a few minutes left of the show here.
You cut him off and told him he was done. What the hell?
Well, I have a couple of things lined up here also on top of that, Pops.
Yeah.
Why, are you saying that we told Chuck he wasn't getting paid?
Well, are we going to start a fight with him now?
I do what you want to do, boys.
Oh, here we go. All right. Your phone's a lot more quiet than mine. I'll turn you up, though.
I don't have it plugged in, bro.
That's not going to help. Here. How do we still hear it? There you go. Very high tech here on the Kevin Holly Show. Ooh. Good evening. This is Charles. Come on. Good evening. This is Charles.
He's not gonna answer, dude.
Good evening. This is Charles.
Greetings, this is Charles. I'll get back with you as soon as I can.
Greetings. This is Charles. That's how it goes. I think he started the fire on the Sponge Docs, man. I think we should.
It's possible.
We should call it in, man. You know.
Call him in, have him rated tonight.
I think we should get whistleblower status first, and then call it in. You know.
Be like, yeah, nah, he wasn't even in Tarpon. He probably has an alibi, dude. He's got 2 dogs that'll testify for him.
That's true. His dogs will definitely testify for him.
They'd lie for him any day.
I believe that. I do. I believe
like,
it.
Wayne, where was I?
Here. Here. Oh.
Zodiac, where was I?
Here's Sugar McCrock.
You lift my 220-pound ass up and suck my cock.
What were you did he really do that?
No.
How do you know, man?
I don't know.
He came up with it.
Could have. So what are we? What's going on next week?
We're gonna go visit Chuck.
I sucked his cock.
Got any guests calling in?
I sucked his cock.
Hey, if he's not gonna show up or answer his phone, what'd you do with that dog, Chuck?
I raised his 120-pound ass right up to my face and I sucked his cock.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry I made that. That was awesome.
Pops loves that, dude. It's so funny whenever you do that, and Pops is listening to the show at the house, and he's like, rewind this, you know. He keeps wanting me to rewind it so he can hear that over and over again. I'm like,
you eat shit, run rabbits, and bark at the moon, too.
Where's your comeback to that?
Well, you know, every dog has his day.
Don't.
You know?
I'm
What?
leaving.
What?
On a jet plane.
Where are you going, man?
Won't be back.
All right, so we don't have any guests for next week. You think Chuck will show up next week?
Oh, no, I'm not saying we don't have any guests for next week. I'm just not going to
Oh, you're not going to announce it?
No, man, I firm my guests up.
Keeping that a secret?
No, I like to tease a little bit, you know?
Hey, what's up with Blanco? Is he done with wrestling?
I think he's done.
Little wrestling report. Blanco is done?
I heard somebody told me, I'm not going to say who, but somebody, well, he said it live on our show. Danny B said that he has a little inside scoop that he's probably coming back. And that might be wishful thinking. But that's what I heard, man.
What about that little jerk from Chicago, Danny?
Danny Vincent, the natural Danny Vincent. I'm not sure what's going on with him. I mean, he's still wrestling. He got hurt and he's back. Rex Bacchus, Sexy Rexy, from the Dreamboats. Huh? Yeah, he's all messed up too. I don't know what's going on with him. Hope he feels better out there.
Have you heard anything about the crazy one there? The dude does all the flying around. Danny B was friends with him for a while too.
Sideshow? Sideshow's still out there working. Yeah, doing a good job.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We should get one of them back on the show, man.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
We should do another, live broadcast from ACW Wrestling.
I wonder if they still have our last table.
Probably. I mean, I would imagine so. But how would we get there? Would we leave on a jet plane? Oh, what the hell, dude? All right, I got skunked.
Do you even know where they are?
Yes.
Yeah, same spot.
They're still there?
At the mall.
Every Wednesday night, ACW,
place.
Gulfy Square Mall, Newport.
Yeah, they're
Richie,
going up
Port
against
Richie.
us right now. That's why we shouldn't plug them.
Oh, they are on Wednesday night?
Yeah. They should watch that. They should watch that recorded and listen to us live. I just have to say that right now.
Give Lisa a plug.
Lisa London, the movie coming out. Our guest tonight. She'd have to get on a jet plane to come to Florida to visit us in the Dome Tower. I don't know when we'll have Lisa London back.
Ticket for her.
I hope she comes back again, man. You know? Anyway, Lisa London, famous, beautiful, talented actress, in the new movie coming out on Amazon Prime, April 13th, ladies and gentlemen, the movie Holy Terror. Kind of a spin-off, if you will, like she described it. Not a spin-off, but kind of like The Exorcist. But new age.
Like a new age Exorcist.
Yeah, pretty badass, man. We saw the trailer. It was pretty cool.
With a bunch of beautiful gals in it.
Oh, my God. There's a ton of beautiful gals. Yeah. Vita Ghaffari, of course, one of our favorites. But check out Lisa London and look out on Amazon Prime for the movie Terror. Holy Terror. Holy Terror. Holy Terror. So, listen, guys. I really had a great time tonight. I just want to tell you that you're both professionals, man. Hell of a time.
So?
Yeah, hell of a day. Hell of a night.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you could take out the hard hats and roll the sleeves up and just jump right in there. Feet first, man. You just get right to it.
Flex the bulls.
Yeah, man. The pythons. Let them loose. Look at that. That's cool. That looks like Slash from Guns N' Roses. The tattoo on Jay's arm. We should tweet that out real quick. You look a lot like Stephen Baldwin. I don't know if anybody noticed that out there in...
You should see me with my black cowboy hat on. I look a lot like Garth Brooks. Actually, I had somebody tell me I look like Jimmy Hoffa about 6 months ago.
I just looked in my wallet. It sure doesn't look like I'm very professional.
Pops, I'm wondering if you knew Jimmy Hoffa, or if you know where he is.
Yeah. Out in Bong Air Base and out in western Kenosha County.
No shit, huh?
You think he's buried in Wisconsin?
Yep.
Do you have inside information on this?
They killed him right across the street.
They killed him from where you lived?
Where my real estate office was.
No shit.
Sure. By the trolley station, you know.
Yeah.
The Kevin Trolley Station?
No, it's not the Kevin Trolley.
I think we should get a train going up in here.
This was a commuter train between Milwaukee and Chicago.
And you think that's where Hoffa was killed?
And that's been. There's 3 or 4 guys that say they saw it happen.
You know
I'm
what
gonna
else?
have to look this up.
Do you know where Fox Crossing, Wisconsin is?
What?
In Fox Crossing, Wisconsin, 2 Wisconsin men have been accused of stealing 100,000 diapers from a charitable organization that provides goods to families in need.
Really?
Yep. How about that? We'll get into that maybe next week.
Fox, Wisconsin.
Fox Crossing, Wisconsin.
Oh, Fox Crossing. I never heard of that.
They said nearly 1,800 cases of diapers valued at $45,000 were stolen during several thefts between January 3rd and February 13th at a warehouse in Fox Crossing, Wisconsin.
Boy.
We'll have to get into that later. You don't know where that is, though, huh? It's in the burbs.
I know where Fox Valley is, and I know.
All right, well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Thank you to Lisa London. Thank you, Jaybird. Thank you, Pops. Come check us out next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. live.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blow. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure, and be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.